Well, welcome. We're live here at Art Sanders Field for tonight's Senator football second round game here of the regular season as the Senators take on the Clarksville Generals here this evening in this contest. Clarksville, a team that the Senators have only played one time in school history, so going to be kind of an interesting contest. Of course, West Washington coming in off that big season opening victory last weekend right here at Art Sanders Field, where they were successful in beating the Eastern Musketeers 36-8 right here, and we brought that call to you here on West Washington Livestream and WWSR. Joining me once again for the broadcast this evening, in person, live and lively, Mr. Coach Brad Mills.
Rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. I am here and glad to see this is a great matchup as you know, against a team that we usually get a lot of familiarity. We got somebody new this week, Bubba.
Yeah, you know, and I just with my background with the Mid-Southern, I've seen Clarksville a lot over the years. You know, they've been kind of a struggling program at times, but you know, this year they've put together a pretty good squad here, and probably as good a Clarksville team as I've seen for a while now. Back in the old days when I was playing ball, they had some great teams down there at Clarksville. Matter of fact, I remember when I was at Salem, we went a lot of years without beating the Generals, but you know, they'd kind of been on a little downhill skid, went through several different coaches, got a new coach in Coach Bozer, and you know, he's done a great job down there building this program back. So, you know, I think they're a team that comes in here that could give us a little bit of issues, and I tell you one thing that we're not going to have an advantage on tonight, and that's speed. We had that advantage last week against Eastern. Although Eastern was a much bigger team, I felt like the Senators done a good job using their speed. But here tonight, you know, Clarksville comes in. They've got some speedy kids. They've got a great running back in senior Robert Lamar, who's rushed for a lot of yards last season and comes in here tonight. He had 300-something yards on the ground last week in their season opening win against Scottsburg, a team that, you know, the Mid-Southern had kind of penciled in as maybe a team that was a sleeper. But, you know, they went down to Clarksville, and Clarksville really put it on them down there. So, you know, this team's a little scary. I think this is kind of a scary game for us. We're going to have to play error-free football, you know, and one thing that they done a lot of last week at Clarksville, they turned Scottsburg over 5 times. 3 interceptions in that game, 2 fumbles, and, you know, Clarksville won all those turnovers. So, you know, that's something that we've got to do here, take care of the football. We've done a good job of that last week, but, you know, you can't turn it over against a team like them. And they've got some kids in Lamar. Caleb Cummings, their quarterback's a really good quarterback, throwing the football. And then also number 2, Morgan Capps, another speedster that is really good. The one thing that we might, you know, be able to have to our advantage is the fact that they're going to play a lot of kids both ways the full game. So, you know, that may be something where attrition comes into play late in the game, especially on tonight.
A long travel for them, you know, a lot of these guys come in, you know, it's hot. You know, they are rocking the whites here with the I will say that I'm kind of partial to Clarksville's helmets because I'm a Michigan guy, so I always love that they had that. And that helmet right there, there's a lot of history behind it. You brought it up, Bubba. They had some teams and some players that were just, you know, in the 90s when I was coming in the late 90s in high school. This was a team, and, you know, I got to talk to Coach. He was you know, he has built with blood, sweat, and tears this program back that was almost on the brink of being shut down with a 35-game losing streak. He goes 0 for his first year with 15 seniors, I think he told me. He had 15 seniors, and then this group that we're seeing here was his 8th grade team, and this is why he stuck around. They were 8-1, Bubba. Right. The only game they lost was to Charlestown, who I believe Charlestown's one of my picks in the Mid-Southern this year. So, I mean, that's what you see. It's he brought that up. He said these guys are working hard now. I do believe, like you said, the Senators being here at home, I think we got a lot of guys that don't have to go 2 ways.
Right.
This might be a shootout. Very well could be. I hope it's not. I hope that we get advantage of it. I hope that I don't have to say 23's name. I'm not going to say it more than once because he's like Beetlejuice. He'll appear. So that's what we've got there. And it'll be interesting to see. We need to put the pressure on clogging up the holes because Caleb Cummings, I'd really like to make him throw and see what we've got now. We did not see a lot of really good passing last week, Bubba, and that does kind of concern me in the secondary.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a struggle for Eastern. You know, they got a sophomore quarterback, whereas, you know, Cummings here tonight's a senior. He's – he's played 4 years at quarterback, and he knows their program and what they try to do. They've got some receivers that are pretty good, so that may be something that we'll see them do. But I think they're a run-first offense, no doubt, with Lamar and Caps. I think that's something that they're gonna try to establish early on, and we're just gonna have to do a good job defensively, stopping that run, putting them in long situations on third down, and hopefully get them off the field, because that's going to be a key for us tonight, I believe, to stay with them, keep their offense. It's powerful. They're a one-play wonder type team. I mean, when you got that kind of speed out of the backfield, Lamar can take it to the house in seconds. So
it is very similar to that Valley team we played after the shutdown last week coming back. Now, I don't know that they have the same tools that Valley had. However, they do have some speed, and speed does kill. But the only thing is, speed doesn't go anywhere if you don't have an offensive line pushing you. So that's where we're going to have to be in. Clarksville's coach brings that up in our interview. He's like, we have a different type of lineman, I think he says in that interview. We'll hear in a bit. And it's been a battle that's going to be here tonight. I don't think, like I said, it's going to be a blowout either way, unless one team makes those mistakes. If there's a team that has the turnover battle, I believe the turnover battle, whoever wins it, Bubba, is going to win this game tonight.
Well, very well could come down to that. And, let's hope that the Senators play error-free football pretty much like they did last week. We only had the one interception, so – and that was a great defensive play by the defensive player. Stepped in front of the receiver and kind of took the ball away. So, if we can take care of it and limit their opportunities, I think put them in situations where they have to throw the football, even though Cummings is capable, I think that our chances are really good. So we'll break, hear a word from the interview, I guess, with the coach from Clarksville, and we'll be back here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR.
Welcome to West Washington Livestream. I'm here with Clarksville coach Justin Bozier. Coach, thank you so much for coming on, and can you just tell us a little bit about your team and your big win last week?
Yeah, so big win for us last week. Playing Scottsburg's always been a tough week one opponent for us. Just proud of the way we came out and were able to strike first and kind of stay on top of them, and then just handled their punches. They came back and scored, I think made it 14-7. We were able to go down and score again and get another one before the half, and just kept countering their punches after we got up.
Coach, who really shined for you there during that game?
Well, we had a lot of guys step up, but I start with the running back, Robert Lamar. We knew coming in that he only needed 10 yards to set the school record for career rushing yards. So we were able to get that done on the second play of the game, get that ball put away and, made up for him. So he'll have that as a memento. And then we were able to just play football from then on. Really proud of our quarterback, second-year starter, Caleb Cummings. We only threw the ball 11 times. He completed 8 of them. 2 of those incompletions were where he was getting flushed and just had to throw it away. So I'm really proud of the way he stepped up and threw a lot of great passes, hitting Morgan Caps for a good amount of them. Morgan had 104 yards receiving. And then, on defense, Morgan had 3 interceptions and Robert had 10 solo tackles. And really, then we just go up front. Our big boys, who aren't so tall, they're not West Washington big boys, but they're big boys for us, and they play as big as they can. Really proud of our 5 offensive linemen who also play most of the game on defense.
So, Coach, we're kind of new opponents. I know that you know a lot about us, but what do you know about our team and about West Washington?
Well, West Washington to me is the pillar of Southern Indiana small town football. I've been able to come up there. I came up and watched the regional game against North Decatur a couple years ago. North Decatur's head coach was my head coach in high school, so I came up there and. We know West Washington's a great program. You've dealt with the tragedy, and but have been able to to make that into such a positive, and be such a positive light for Southern Indiana football. So, we know the offense has changed a little bit since with the coaching change, though.
That's awesome. I'm glad to see a disciple of Coach Stern there. I've got to interview him quite a few times. He's a character.
Yeah, he is. He's been nothing but help for us and help, an ear for me as I've been being a head coach the last 5 years. We scrimmage every summer with North Decatur, and that's always it's always a day that we find out if we're going to be good or we still got some work to do. And it's always a tough scrimmage for us, and it gives us a good point in the summer to find out where we are.
And you talk about the work you've done. Can you talk about, you took over this program that honestly many people might have, I'll be honest, probably thought they should just shut it down when you were here. And you have revitalized it. I know that you're still in those early stages, but you've really done a lot. What was some of those struggles, or what were some of those successes that you've seen?
Yeah, when I took over, the program was on a 35-game losing streak. And, I love my first year's team. And I wish I'd give the world if they could have had just a win. Because that was a team that started from day one. They wanted to play. And we had 15 seniors that year. None of them had won a single football game their entire high school career, but yet they came out every day and practiced hard for us. And we were trying to get that win, and just unfortunately, sometimes couldn't get out of our own way, couldn't get out of our way from past experiences. But I love that football team. Those young men who, because they, most of them could have said, no, we're not going to come out. We've seen this. We've been here. We're not going to come out and do this anymore. But they came out. Then the other problem was the vacuum that happened after they left. There was 15 of them, and they are all players for us, on that team. So we had to replace 15 guys, and that's really where our depths had been hurting, because we had to replace those guys. So, the next year had a heartbreaking loss to Scottsburg, and then we're able to end the streak against Eastern Pekin. But, it wasn't easy from there. We went on after we ended the streak, we went on a 6-game losing streak in the middle of the season, and the Mid-Southern Conference was, it ate us up. And, we dealt with injuries and all kinds of things. Every once in a while you got to suspend a player. You think you got a chance, and then you got to suspend 2 players, or you got 2 players hurt. And, so that's really where we've been kind of the last 3 years, just kind of back and forth. But it's kind of all been leading up to this year. When I got here, these seniors were 8th graders. In that 7th and 8th grade middle school team, they lost only 1 game, Crosstown. So it's kind of been building, but it also takes them, these juniors and seniors, working hard this entire time. We're strong. I run the weight room. We're stronger than we've ever been since I've been here, and that's our offensive line. That's our starting running backs, our strongest player, and our hardest worker in the weight room. And then as those guys have been growing, you see now the receivers are developing in the weight room. You see the DBs developing in the weight room. And so our offensive linemen and our running back, they've been bringing these guys along, and it's made it a program expectation that we're going to get in there and work hard in the weight room in the offseason. And I think that's really what you saw week 1 out of us is all that work that they put in this offseason, all this time that we've been, kind of struggling as a program. I think it came out week 1, and we're looking to add on to that and throughout the rest of this season.
Well, Coach, thank you so much, and good luck the rest of the year. We're real excited to have you guys coming to Art Sanders Field on Friday night, and we're going to throw it back to the booth
Hello and welcome to another episode of Coach's Corner on West Washington Senator Radio. I'm Titan Williams, joined alongside Coach Lowry. So last week the Senators took on the Eastern Musketeers and came out on top with the score of 36-8. This week the Senators will be at home taking on the Clarksville Generals. Coach Lowry, my first question for you is, with the team getting over 400 rushing yards against Eastern, when teams kind of make adjustments mid-game, how do you counter those adjustments?
Yeah, so we were super pleased with our rushing attack last Friday night, and mainly it was our most yardage came off of our option plays, our midline and our inside veer. Those are two schemes that we've put in this year, and we're very pleased how those were executed, and we were able to go out and rush for a bunch of yards using those schemes. To answer your question, that's just that's how it worked out Friday night. We like to think that our offense is set up to be a take what the defense gives you type of style offense, and we felt like that's what they were giving us Friday night, and our kids did a great job of executing and taking advantage of that. I think looking at how the game unfolded Friday, and then especially watching the film, they were really trying to use their defensive ends to keep our quarterback in the pocket and try to keep him contained. And I think by doing that, really allowed our option attack to benefit.
Also against Eastern, what kind of things did your defense do right, and what kind of things do they need to improve on going throughout the year?
Well, first and foremost is they got off the field. They were able to, especially right at the start of the game, Eastern wins the toss, and they decide they're going to take the football, and we go out there and we make them go 3 and out, get the ball in the offense's hands, and we're able to get that first score there. And then, I don't think our football team ever looks back from there. But no, one, they got off the field. Two, I was super pleased with how well we tackled for week one. You always worry about how well you're going to tackle the first game of the year. There's really no great way to simulate that until you play a full game. So I was very pleased with how we tackled. With that said, I don't think you can tackle well unless you pursue the ball well. So I thought we did a great job with our pursuit angles and getting bodies to the ball.
So in the North Harrison scrimmage and against Eastern, we've seen 4 different running backs run the ball with Wyatt Johnston, Hudson Kress, Grayson McCoy, Ethan Roberts, and then you also have quarterback Kenton Chase, all of them part of the run game. How do you incorporate those guys differently into the run game?
Well, it's all about fresh legs. It's also all about being able to keep our defense fresh. A lot of times our offensive substitutions really have a lot to do with our defensive game plan and keeping those defensive guys fresh. It's a pretty simple concept. If they can't score, they can't win. So keeping the score down is a big part of what we try to do. And that has a lot to do with how we sub on offense. We're always going to prioritize our defensive personnel over our offensive personnel for several reasons. One's I just mentioned about the whole can't win if they can't score. The other is when we have the ball, we can dictate where the ball is going. Unfortunately, when you're on defense, you don't have the benefit of doing that. So we're going to keep fresher bodies on defense anytime possible. That will dictate a lot of who plays offensively and how some of those substitutions go down. But we're super confident in all 5 of those ball carriers. We also have 2 receivers that are very capable catchers that are going to get involved in the game plan as we move forward, as people start trying to slow down the run. We also have 2 very capable tight ends that are good receivers. So we really like the weapons we're able to deploy on Friday night, and it's going to be interesting how different teams try to slow us down and how that opens up other people.
Okay, my final question about last week's game. what part of your special teams do you think played the best against Eastern?
Well, I thought the key was that we played. I think week one, so I've kind of got to get caught here because, my philosophy is the special teams got to be special. And we're going to put a huge priority on those all the time. But I'll be honest with you, special teams week one, they worry me. There's not a year that goes by that special teams week one doesn't worry me as a coach. Just because you've had less time to practice those. We do put an emphasis on it, but it's just one of those deals that you always worry about. So what I was most pleased with Friday night is that, special teams didn't hurt us. We didn't give up a big play. We did not make a huge game-changing mistake on special teams. Now, as the year goes on, I expect our special teams to make a difference. Week one, I was happy that they didn't hurt us. With that said, our coverage teams were really good. Our punt and kick coverage teams were probably our highlights. My biggest disappointment was our punt return team. I thought we let too many punts hit the ground and gave up too many hidden yardage there. So too much hidden yardage there. So that's definitely a point of emphasis this week.
So now moving on to Clarksville, what kind of things do they want to do offensively to kind of throw off your defense?
So Clarksville, they've got a special player. And Robert Lamar, their running back, number 23, is one of the better players in Southern Indiana. Very talented running back, and they're going to do everything in their control to get that kid the ball as many times as they can, as they should. He's a very good football player. So number one priority for us has got to be to slow down the running game of Clarksville. That will be done by our defense, and it will also be a combined effort by our offense. When we have the ball offense, we've got to control the ball, and we've got to control the tempo, and we've got to get first downs and turn those first downs into scores, and keep our defense off the field some. And then when we are on defense, we've got to tackle really well. We've got to take great pursuit angles.
So how is their defense different from Eastern, and are they going to give you any new looks that you haven't seen yet?
So actually their base defensive front that they've shown is very similar to Eastern Pekin's. They like to run what we call a 4-3 under, which is basically a 4-3 defense, but on one side of the defense, they're going to walk it outside backer up on the line of scrimmage. They like to do that a lot. They'll also play a base 4-3. I would say probably the biggest difference between Clarksville and Pekin is Pekin was primarily a zone coverage, cover 3 type coverage team in the secondary, whereas Clarksville likes to play a lot of man coverage.
Okay, so my final question here for you is, when you're on the fly, how do you make offensive adjustments in mid-game? How do you, if you see something on defense that you might be able to exploit, how do you make those adjustments throughout the game?
So we're super privileged here at West Washington. We have a very experienced, tenured coaching staff. We've got a lot of guys that this isn't their first rodeo, that they're battle tested. They've played in a lot of games and have a lot of experience in game management. We have, counting myself, we have 9 varsity coaches. So we're really able to dig into specific responsibilities for coaches on Friday nights. Who sees what, who watches what type of deal, which makes those conversations a lot smoother as things are going down on Friday night, which makes the adjustments a lot cleaner, and we're able to make those at a quicker pace. we're also we use Huddle Sideline. So Huddle Sideline is an investment we have made, which basically is we're getting live footage. Our coaching staff is getting live footage of the last play ran as it's going down on Friday night. So we're able to view the film actually on the field after that play occurs. So you put all those things together, that's kind of how we operate and make our in-game adjustments.
Well, that is all I have for this episode of Coach's Corner. This is week 2. The Senators will take on the Clarksville Generals Friday night at 7 o'clock. Coach Lowry, I'd like to thank you for tuning in, and we will see you all next week.
Thanks, Titan.
All right, back here live at Art Sanders Field as we're just about ready for the kickoff here. Heard from both coaches here in our pregame.
That was perfect timing, Bubba,
yeah,
wasn't
it?
It
Was great timing as Coach Akers, hey, he's the professor, and he knows what he's doing. And he set that up just perfectly, so we're ready. It looks like the Generals will receive the ball here to start the ball game, so Senators will have to kick off to get this thing underway. It looks like Kenton Chase will be doing the kicking duties this evening for the Senators, so he's taking over that role as well. So I saw him filling water bottles for the game. So
man, he does it
ready
all.
To go. So
I like that. I like that out of the
definitely a team that you got to be careful on these special teams as well, because they've got some speed in the back, and they're going to drop back Morgan Capps, number 2 back there, along with number 4 Jaden Johnston. And also number 3, Kayvon Murrell, who will try to return this kick for the Generals as Kenton Chase will put it in play. So we're underway here. Both teams with 1 win, no losses on the year. So this should be a battle. So we're ready for it here, and we'll get things underway here. Officials have set the teams, and we're ready to go here as soon as we get the whistle. So it's coming now, and Kenton will put it into play as he approaches the ball, kicks it. He's going to keep it on the ground. It bounces off the Clarksville player. He picks it up, number 15, Kayshawn Williams, the junior wide out for him, picks the ball up and was able to get it. It bounced off of him, so it's kind of dangerous, but he got it picked up. And
I can't believe he tried to advance that, Bubba, because it went off his face mask, and then the other guy behind him, the next guy, did the right thing, fall on it.
He started to fall on it, and Johnson took it away.
Yeah.
So ball at the 33-yard line. So that was designed. I'm sure the Senators don't want to kick it deep to those 3 speedsters in the back. So here we go. Clarksville will start 1st and 10 at their own 33. They'll come out of the huddle and come up to the line, and they'll set things. Cummings out of the backfield, shotgun formation. 1 guy behind him, that's Lamar. They'll give it to him right off the bat. He got stopped as he went off tackle to the right, but then got hit at about the 35, so a couple-yard pickup there for Lamar on the first carry, and a good job by the Senator defense.
Yeah, it looks like Ethan Roberts coming in there along with a whole host of other Senators that were just pushing it down the line there. That's what I was looking at, J.G. Cruz there. I figured that big body there is what we saw. And Kai Strother up the middle there, and Dylan Keller doing a great job. So we don't want to have our linebackers making tackles.
Oh, absolutely. 2nd down and 8 here for the Generals. Cummings out of the shotgun. He'll turn, hand it off to Lamar. He'll come to the left this time. Gets tripped up, but not before he falls out close to a 1st down as he took it out to about the 43-yard line. So he's going to be just short.
Favorable spot for the Senators there.
And this is what I talked about. We can't give them 3rd and short. We got to put them in 3rd and long. And so they're real close here, just 3rd and inches for the Generals here on this first opening drive. So Lamar again with the carry that time, picking up 7 yards. And they're going to measure it. Maybe he got 8, so we're gonna have the change brought out here.
Bubba,
well, maybe not. Yeah. Yep, he is going to bring him out.
He's going to bring him out. Bubba, what are your thoughts there? We're seeing a lot. I mean, we're seeing our DBs give those wide receivers 10, almost 12 yards off the ball. Is that because you're thinking he's going to go to Lamar?
I think they're probably run, orientated first, and I think that's probably why Coach Gibson has got it designed that way. But, the thing with your DBs is they've got to be able to recover quick.
Yes.
As soon as they see that ball handed off, they got to come up because there's no sense in covering the receiver at that point. So I think it's just short here, as we called it, so it'll be 3rd down and inches.
Can of Coke there, short of a 1st down.
So that'll be the call. They'll set the chains back to the sideline on the far side here. So 3rd and short for the Generals. And, you know, the thing is, we hit Lamar there right at the line, just didn't make a good tackle, and he was athletic enough to bounce off of it and get 7 yards on that carry. So we'll call it 3rd and inches here for the Generals.
Yeah, we got another call coming in from the sidelines. They changed the call. Looks like their head coach changing the call there because it originally had one in. Now he's coming up with another as they reset the chains finally. Our chain gang tonight over there, I believe that's Mr. Rosenbaum, Mr. Walker, and was the other Mr. Walker?
Could be, yes. 3rd and inches here, so they'll break the huddle and come to the line. Cummings will bring him up. Lamar behind him in the backfield. And the Senators looking for a stop here. Cummings will move under center and just a quarter sneak, and why not? He got enough for the first down. He got stuffed backwards, but his forward momentum got him about 1.5 yards. So
they're going to mark it at the 45 there, Bubba, which is where he was stopped. And, you know, that's one where that's the easiest play to call in football. I don't know about you.
Well, when you see that quarterback come up under center, when they pretty much go out of the shotgun most of the time, you know that's probably coming. We did a pretty good job with it. We just didn't get him stopped quick enough. So 1st and 10, Generals as they'll set and go again. Cummings will turn this time, hand it off. Lamar, he's got one guy to beat to the outside. Nice open field tackle there as the Senators come across to make the hit.
Wyatt Johnson was able to wrangle him up, and then Dylan Keller came in to ring the bell to bring him down.
Loss of 2 on the play that time by Lamar.
And it's going to be interesting to see. A good running back keeps his feet moving, Bubba. What happens when he gets caught like that? Does his feet stop moving? That's what we're going to have to see with Lamar. I've not watched much tape on him. I've only heard through stats and stuff, so we'll have to see how he responds here.
2nd down and 12 now after the 2-yard loss. Cummings out of the gun. He'll drop back, wants to throw this time. He hits his man out in the open flat, makes the grab, number 2 with the catch. And he got enough for the first down. He's just short as he went down. Kevon Murrell, the receiver there, makes the grab. And it's just barely short again. So they're 3rd and about a yard or so for the Generals here.
We go back to where we don't want to be, Bubba, 3rd and short.
Yep, absolutely. So he picks up about, we're going to give him, let's see here, about 11 yards on that reception. Snap will come. They'll hand it off. It'll go to Lamar, and he goes up the middle, got a first down as he crosses the 45 up to the 39, so a gain of 6.
Hudson Crest comes in and just lays a helmet right on his knee, and then Lamar goes down.
So another first down here for the Generals, and I tell you, this was what I was worried about. They're very, very good, and their line's doing a good job up front. We haven't been that bad defensively. No. We just got to get there a little quicker. So Cummings will go out of the gun, 1st and 10. He'll take the snap, turn, hand it off. Lamar will go to the right-hand side, just off tackle, and got about 4 yards on the carry. So he picks up 4 more, and they continue to keep this drive going here.
It'll be about a second and looks like about 6.
Moved it down to the 35-yard line. So they're getting into Senator territory here as they
and Bubba, we brought up the defense not coming off real quick, but I think that's a good thing because you don't want to overshoot somebody right now.
You can over-pursue that speed, and that's one good thing, but we're going to have to get there a little quicker.
Yeah.
2nd down and 6 now. Cummings out of the gun again. Lamar behind him. Takes a snap, wants to throw again. He'll throw it out here in the flat. Number 3 makes a grab. Great tackle, though, as once again Wyatt Johnston comes across and lays the wood right at the 29-yard line. So a gain of about, he got, about 4 more?
Yeah, about 4 more there. Puts him at 3rd and short, unfortunately. Again, thank you so much. I finally got a roster there. I apologize. I've been looking over Bubba's shoulders there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had an extra one here.
Oh, good. No problem. Is the Generals are going to come up here. I think, look, he's going to be – I tell you what, that wide side of the field there with Lamar may be their play.
3rd and 1 here. Cummings out of the gun again. The snap will come here. They try to get – they had a guy move off sides on the far side. The receiver, number 2, Morgan Capps, stepped off sides, and that'll be a – false start.
And that's where we want to be now. So now this changes the whole perspective.
3rd and 1, 3rd and 6 now.
So what do you think here, Bubba? Are they going to go with Lamar on the run, or are they going to try to go out to the flats there? Because throws a pretty good ball. These guys are possession receivers who can –
I think they go back to Lamar on 3rd down, especially where they're at on the field, because you got 4 down territory here.
You got twins to the right there. I mean, it's going to be coming that away.
Cummings sets up, shotgun formation again. Snap will come. They go to Lamar. He's going to take it off the right-hand side, breaks a tackle, and gets pushed out of bounds, but got more than enough for the first down inside the 25 to the 23-yard line, so another first down.
And that was the first time they were able to contain Wyatt Johnston. Don't know if it was a hold or not. They came through and kind of pushed him, and when they hooked him, then boom, that C gap was wide open. He took it there.
10-yard pickup on that one, so the biggest game of the night for Lamar as he gets 10 on that carry down to the 23-yard line, 1st and 10 Generals.
Senators need to get in the backfield and cause something here.
Cummings out of the gun once again. Snap will come. Lamar will get the carry, and he got tackled from behind. Good job there as the Senators got across there. Ethan Roberts coming in to trip him up.
And J.G. Cruz and Wyatt Johnston kind of like, hey, thanks for that gift.
Yeah, so no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. And this is the situations we got to put them in. We need another good stop here, make it 3rd and long, make them throw the football. Like I said, though, they're in that position on the field where it's pretty much 4-down territory.
Coach Dwayne Nance told me Lamar's not a north-south runner. He's an east-west. He wants to get outside.
Yep.
He wants to, speed kills, so you got to be ready for it.
2nd and 10, Cummings again takes the snap, fakes the
pass.
handoff, rolls out, looks to throw. He's got a couple guys open. He throws it out there and just overthrows the intended receiver. That time, number 2, Morgan Capps, as it went over his head there. And we had good coverage there by the Senators. It looked like number 20 back there for West Washington, Zach Stice, at that corner position. So 3rd and 10, this is what we talked about.
Yep.
This is where you got to get a good
This is where they're
stop.
not comfortable. They're not comfortable right here. So, I mean, what we want to also do, Bubba, is we don't want to give up a big chunk of yards here because they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, yeah, they will. So they'll set up 3rd and 10 at the 23-yard line. Cummings out of the gun once again. Lamar behind him. Snap will come. He wants to throw. Got a man open out in the flats. He hits him. Number 4 makes a grab. He stopped short of the first down as Stice comes up to make the tackle down at about the 15, 16-yard lines where they'll spot it.
Yeah, good spot for us on that, so it gives them a little bit, but we know that this is going to be a run to Lamar here because they're not going to be kicking the field goal.
Gain of about 7, so 4th and 3 now. And this would be a big stop here if they can get the offense off the field. So they'll set up, and Lamar's probably getting the ball here.
We got trips to the left here.
Cummings sets up in the gun, 4th down and 3. Snap will come here. It does. He turns, pitches it to Lamar. He tries to get to the outside. He's going to be able to, and he bulldogs a Senator at about the 12 or 13-yard line, real close.
Wow, it's coming up short, Bubba.
I think it is short from where that spot is.
I know. Now we're looking across. This is
it's hard to
tell. We're in this, so we're going to have a measurement.
If you look, though, the ball's spotted at about the 12, and if you look at the down marker on that side.
First down, they're calling it,
Yeah, he did get it.
I mean, and it was by about a helmet there, and that's where we saw we need to anticipate that with 3 wide receivers over to block, a pitch to that side. That's some elementary football that we've got to just get through and hit that guy.
It's hard to tell from here, but I probably would have asked for a measurement there.
Yeah.
Just because it's the far side of the field and chains on the other side. But anyway,
Center's got to reset here.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Cummings out of the gun. Lamar will get the ball. He tries to go up the middle and gets hit. And not much of a gain there. He might have got a yard.
North-south, Bubba. North-south. That's what we want him to have to do. Is go
he'll dance and try to make things happen. He's always kind of been a shifty little runner like that.
Now, here's something too, Bubba. We talked about the longevity. Let's earmark this drive, okay?
Long drive.
Those linemen are going to have to be out there. Whether they score or not, they're going to turn around and play on offense. I saw a lot of quick scores last week against Scottsburg,
well,
correct?
Scottsburg gave them great field position.
Yeah.
They turned it over 5 times, for God's sakes, right? And 3 times, I think, on their side of the field. So Cummings on 2nd down and 9 now.
Quick slants here.
Snap comes. They'll pitch to Lamar.
Oh, he's going to pass it. He's going to
throw it. Got it away just in time, and Stice with a good play.
Yeah, went for the
ball. Jumps
ball.
up and went to tap it away. Good job by Zach there. As he
Bubba, that's a great play for a
away.
lot of DBs because you see that and you think, hey, I'm going to go for the interception. He just put the hand up, and it actually went over, I think, everybody.
Trying to get it out there to Morgan Capps, which Capps is 6'1".
Yeah.
And so he went up for it, but the ball just a little overthrown by Lamar. So.
Stice 5'10", so he had the ability to go up.
Zach went up, though. He was up there high to try
But I
to
think
tip
everybody
it.
read that, though. They read it real quick there. So
3rd down and about 9 now for the Generals at the 11-yard line.
They got a big fullback in. I've not noticed him in much. Now he's in there.
Yeah, 40 comes into the backfield. So Cummings will take the snap. They'll hand it off to Lamar. He'll take it off the left-hand side this time down to about the 6.
I'm surprised, Bubba, we almost didn't have them. Looked like somebody was off a little early for the Generals. They got away with it there.
It's going to bring 4th and about 4 now for the Generals. So he picks up 5 yards on the carry, and they got to get him stopped here. This would be huge if they could get a big stop here and not let them score here in this first quarter. They've kept the ball almost the entire first quarter play, so 4:42 to go. No score here. Cummings with a strong set in the backfield. As they'll set up, the snap will come. They'll hand it off to Lamar. Great job. We got through there.
Oh, yeah.
And they got him down. Johnston comes through to make the stop, and they throw him for a loss of about 6 or 7 yards all the way back to the 14-yard line. So a good job there, and Johnston has done a great job tackling.
The center line bend but didn't break on that drive, allowing them to kind of they got it. We funneled the right guys to the right way, and they made plays.
Yeah, loss of 11 on that. So the Senators take over on downs and dodge a bullet here in the first quarter. Clarksville moving the ball, but
now you take care of the ball.
We got to do it here now and move the football. So we'll come out. Kenton Chase will go under center.
Taking care of the ball, right?
In the backfield.
Yep.
He'll set up now to take the snap on 1st and 10. He'll take it, turn, hands it off. The big fullback up the middle there as Roberts makes the carry. And no, that was Johnston actually. Yeah, 11 with the carry. So Johnston picks up about 2 yards on that one. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 now for the Senators there at the 16-yard line.
You have to kind of come off that big emotional play there, refocus here, Bubba.
And defense made a great stop.
Yeah, so now offense, you don't want to go 3 and out here. You want to get a couple first downs.
Absolutely. Eye in the backfield again as he'll go under center, sets a man in motion, takes a snap, fumbled it, and he had to fall on it. So Kenton had to get down on that one as the ball just come out of there on him. So it'll bring up a 3rd and about 9 as they lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, the Senators, this is not how the Center wanted this drive to go because we don't want to be punting that deep in our end zone.
No, you're going to give them the ball back in pretty good field position. So you need a big 3rd conversion here. So we'll see what they do on 3rd down. Kenton will break the huddle.
I definitely think we might see Chase having the option of running here.
Eye in the backfield. They'll set up. Snap will come here on 3rd down. It does. He turns. And he'll take off with it, tries to go around the end. He's got some running room, gets hit. And he went down, about the 16, 17-yard line. So got a couple yards out of it, but that was kind of a high tackle there, too.
I was kind of
down a little weird there. But he gains about 3, but that's going to be short, 4th and 7.
Unfortunately, the Senators did not spend that much time on offense, so they're going to do that. You hope that you can make Clarksville stay out there a while.
So the punt will come here on 4th and 7 at about the 15-yard line. Kenton also the punter here. So the snap will come. It's a good one. He'll get off the kick. Good kick as it goes deep to Lamar.
Got to get to Lamar. You got to get to Lamar.
He's a returner, so he takes it down the Clarksville sideline, gets hit and goes down there. So
great coverage.
Job by coverage there, number 70 up in there to make the first hit. Lane Owens,
right on the line. That's what you want to see. If that's the only play you get on the field, you want to make sure that you're out there making those tackles.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 Generals.
Grayson McCoy, the Swiss Army knife for the Senators, also out there just making plays.
Still in Senator territory, so Clarksville will take over at the West Washington 44-yard line, 1st and 10. And we're down to 2:22 to go here in the first quarter already.
Zach Stice down on the sideline there for the Senators. He's played really well at defensive back.
I'd have a little cramp or something, hopefully not, but it's hot. So that could be the case. But, yeah, he played real good over there at corner. They bring Titan Williams in out there at that corner on the far side now. And we're going to have a timeout by Clarksville here. So we'll take one as well, listen to one of our fine sponsors, and we'll be back here on your home for Senator Sports, West Washington Livestream and WWSR.
You're at American Family Insurance, located in Bedford, Indiana. We help our customers all over the state of Indiana by having customizable insurance policies to fit their needs. Whether it is insurance for your car, home, or business, we've got you covered. With licenses in Ohio and Florida as well, we can insure your vacation or rental home. You can also sign up for our discount driving program called Know Your Drive and save up to 10% with the potential to save up to 20% off auto insurance premiums. And let's not forget about your life, as life insurance is the most important policy we offer. Contact Michael Long at mlong@amfam.com or call 812-578-3072. Again, that's 812-578-3072. Michael Long Agency with American Family Insurance. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
All right, back here live at Art Sanders Field. 2:22 to go here in this first quarter of play, and the Senators have to punt it away to Clarksville, so that'll give the Generals the ball back in Senator territory at the 44-yard line. So the defense will have to come back on the field here for West Washington, and Clarksville will keep their potent offense out there on the field now. So they'll set up.
You think Clarksville took that timeout just to give their own guys a breather?
I think they did. 1st and 10 as Cummings will go out of the gun again. Lamar behind him. 2 receivers here to the near side. Snap will come. He wants to throw here, and he's going to throw it out here. Threw it a little wide. Oh, he made a great catch. If they say he caught it, yeah, I guess he did.
Wow. Mural there on the end.
He never did signal, but number 3 came on Mural with that catch, and it's good for about a 7-yard pickup.
Well, that's what and you bring that up because I noticed the side judge, I never saw the double fist.
No, usually they say, they'll signal that.
Which that was a perfectly thrown ball because that's the only guy who's going to catch it in the only area that he probably could have caught that, because another 3 yards back, that's a pick 6.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 3 now at the 38-yard line. So they'll set up trips on the far side this time. Cummings out of the gun again.
This will be a pitch to Lamar.
They'll go to Lamar. He tries to go around. We over pursue and miss a tackle there.
Oh.
J.G. Cruz finally getting a hold of him.
Bradley Hampton coming in there.
Yep.
Kind of got him low. J.G. got him high, so they're making him earn those yards.
Kai Strother was there first and just missed him. He had him for a sack and just couldn't get him down there. He just over pursued a little bit. So a gain of 1 by Lamar on that one. It'll be 3rd down and 2 now.
And that's what we talked about, Bubba. You go that extra pursuit, and sometimes it does. It does backfire on you. But when we get our timing right, because, that's something we'll see. We didn't see the speed last week. We're still playing a little catch-up. It's going to come.
Absolutely. 3rd and 2 now for the Generals. Big 3rd down play here. As they'll go out of the gun again. Cummings will take the snap, hands it off to Lamar. He'll come here to the left. And Hampton there again with Johnston. So another great play there is Bradley getting some pressure up in there and makes a stop, a loss of about 2 yards on the carry.
Well, thankfully, probably for Lamar, that actually happened because his lead blocker lost his shoe and was trying to tie it during the play. So you never know, man. You go to the next level and your guy's not there, you get creamed.
4th and 3 now, so another big 4th down here for the Senator defense. Cummings out of the gun again. Snap will come. He wants to throw this time. Drops back, throws it out there. He's got a guy in the flat. Made the grab. Number 2, Caps again for the 1st down as he gets enough and catches it right there to about the 32-yard line. So a gain of about 6. And they keep the chains moving here. So Caps with another catch.
Yeah, they've been going up tall. I mean, and that's something we're not going to see is a lot of deep down the field. We'll take it here. We're a 4th of the way through, and we got a tie ball game, 0-0.
Into the first quarter here at West Washington. No score, so we'll take a break. Come back here on your home for Senator Sports, West Washington Livestream and WWSR.
Expertise, resources, commitment. At Sullivan Financial, we offer a team approach to financial planning, offering you a broader scope of expertise than you will likely find in any one person. Clients are our main priority, which is why we work to understand your unique circumstances and ultimately create a distinctive plan that provides a roadmap for your financial journey. Located in Mitchell, Indiana, they can be reached at 812-849-2670. That's 812-849-2670.
All right, back here live at Art Sanders Field. Second quarter will begin here as both teams take a little break here in between quarters. No score And it's been pretty much all Clarksville in the offense. I mean, the Senators only ran 3 plays of offense so far.
For about 0 yards, I think.
Whereas Clarksville has run 22.
Now, you brought up a stat, Bubba, while we were off the air about Caleb Cummings, what he's done so far in this game.
Yeah, he's 6 of 7 at this point in the game. So he's throwing the ball really well, using those big receivers to the outside. Our secondary guys have got to notice that and come up. And you don't want to over-pursue him, because they're a little taller than our guys in the secondary, but we got to get up there a little quicker and make the tackle right when the ball gets there, and we haven't done that.
So we'll see right now when we talk about conditioning. Can the Senators get through this Clarksville line? Meet Lamar in the backfield.
1st and 10, Cummings with the snap, looks, wants to throw. He's got a guy down the middle, and he just overthrew him as he tried to get it down there to Jaden Johnston. And
Jackson Cameron on the coverage.
Catch it. So incomplete pass there.
And we just talked about that. We didn't want stuff going vertical. I don't like it because that's something I see. We don't see a lot in high school football, but that was right there. I mean, oh my gosh, that ball just.
Yeah, and Johnson, he had about 2 steps on Jackson Cameron there, so Jackson's got to get back there a little bit quicker. Not bad coverage. He just let him get behind him. You can't do that, because if the ball would have been there, he would have caught it for a TD.
Big play here. We have to stop them right here and give a huge long 3rd down.
Power situation here as they bring in the fullback. Now they'll hand it off to Lamar. He'll try to go in the center.
And he's still getting a lot of yards, Bubba. That's the problem.
Got about 3 or 4 there is 78 for the Senators. J.G. Cruz comes up to make the hit, a gain of 5.
That's where you think about it. You put this team in a 3rd and 10 or a 3rd and 9, that's a whole different play that they're going to call here. I like putting pressure on Caleb Cummings, a senior quarterback. He's been through the ringer. It's something that you got to think of. What can you do to stop this team? This team's been successful in winning 3 games, I believe, their past 3 years. Which, if you look at Clarksville's history, that was a lot more than the past decade.
Oh yeah, 3rd down and 5. Cummings out of the gun again, sets a man in motion now. He'll take the snap, rolls out, wants to throw. Got pressure coming now. And
Bradley Hampton
down. So a great job in the open field as Hampton comes up to make the hit. Loss of about 5 back to the original line of scrimmage at about the 33-yard line. So good job there by Hampton.
I tell you what, Bradley better buy Kai Struther there a steak after this, because he funneled him right to him.
Made him run to the outside, kind of rainbowed. And
all right,
Cummings
here we go.
Didn't have the speed to outrun him. So 4th down and 10.
I'd say we're going to get a pass here. No, I think you're right. It's going to be a pass.
Cummings out of the gun, heavy set in the backfield. They'll look, throws. He
it's a wobbler.
No. And it's incomplete as Hudson Crest come out to get it. That ball got tipped right there, and Ethan Roberts got through and got a hand on it.
Yeah. That's one of those things. Hudson doesn't have to worry about not making that interception, because you're going to lose yardage on that.
Turnover on downs.
That is, so here you go. So now, after, not doing real well on that, spilling the plate.
We got to move the ball offensively.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. I mean, you can't give them 3 and out and put them back out there every time. And hopefully we're catching them now a little bit winded.
I know.
Because that's what you can hope for here. Lamar, all their skill guys are out there on defense as well. So we'll set up here. Kenton Chase at the 32-yard line will go under center, eye in the backfield, as they'll set up with Roberts and Hudson Crest, as Kenton will go under to take the snap. He will on 1st down, turns, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, gets the outside, and though Lamar comes up to make the tackle, as he is playing their safety position, and he's also the leading tackler on this team, as he comes across to make a great tackle.
What a favorable spot that was, Bubba.
Yeah, it was a good spot. Gain of about a yard there by Kenton. So he picks up 1, and it'll be 2nd down and 9.
No, but we talked about those big wide receivers. They have those are their defense. They're crunching them in on that end line, so you stand tall. So it'll be interesting. I really think the Senators might be able to do better up the middle.
Got to get a blocker out in front if you're going to let Kenton run the football. Yeah. So he'll go under center, 2nd down and 9, eye in the backfield. He'll take the snap, turn, hands it off. Hudson Crest, the ball carrier, and Hudson goes off the right-hand side, kind of that veer run by the Senators out across the 25 to the 26. So a gain of about 2 yards they'll give him. So
I tell you, Bubba, look at how many guys that Clarksville's stacking in the box in there. I counted that they are merging down. They're trying to take away those inside gaps a lot.
Penalty marker, I think.
It's going to be against us.
Yeah, they called a penalty. Yep.
So,
That's against the Senators, a holding penalty, I believe.
and once again, Bubba, we're faced with now that'll be a second and
Yep, hold.
yep. I always wondered how you can hold on like a 2-yard play,
Well,
but you can.
you get up inside there, and if you
Yeah.
don't, you got to keep your hands open. If you close your hands, you're going to get that call every time, and I think that's what happened. So what would have been a 2-yard pickup is now a 10-yard loss. Second down and 20 now for the Senators, back at the 24-yard line. Kenton this time will go out of the gun. He'll take it, snap it, hand it off to Roberts. He'll go to the right side.
He's got
And
a big
gonna
run.
go. He's down the sideline. Lamar catches him, but not before. He makes a great run there. So he picks up 10, 20, 30 yards on the carry by Roberts as he takes it to the Clarksville 45.
Do you think Clarksville might have thought we were throwing the ball that time?
I think they thought so when they seen the gun. And Roberts with the 30-yard pickup, the biggest play of the night for West Washington offensively.
And right here, the Senators are trying to.
Got a little momentum.
Now
Gotta
here,
keep
look,
it going.
Clarksville's not set. You hurry up and you get this. This is a big play here.
Kenton under center, turns, hands it off. It'll go back to Roberts again.
Positive yardage.
And he'll take it off the left-hand side. That veer run again, just diving across the 30 or 45 to the 44, gain of just a yard. But they tried to snap it before they were set.
Yeah, and I think Ethan's like, really? I just had to run 30 yards. Now you're going to give it to me again?
So the Senators with their first down on that 30-yard pickup by Roberts. Now second down and 9 here at the 44. So Kenton will go under center to take the snap. Eye in the backfield once again.
Johnson right there.
Yeah, he's in the game now, so they'll take the snap here. He'll
There it
turn,
comes.
hands it off. Wyatt Johnston, the ball carrier. He goes off the right-hand side, picks up about 3 yards, so he takes it down to about the 40. Well, they moved it back. He got 2 yards to the 42.
So now, you're in fourth down territory anyways, but you want to get some positive yardage on this play.
Yeah, you got to get a third down conversion here and keep this drive going here. So 7:40. This first half has moved right along.
Yeah.
We only had one penalty and not much clock stoppage as both teams kept it on the ground pretty much. Kenton under center. He'll take the snap here on third down, pitch it. It'll go to Roberts. He'll try to take it off the right. And he goes off the right-hand side of the offense and picks up about 2 down to the 40-yard line. So it'll be 4th and 5.
It's going to be 4th and 5. So I tell you what, Bubba, we have not thrown a pass to a tight end all season so far.
No, I haven't seen that much.
So I'm just calling it here. I don't know who's it. Let's see package-wise.
Let's set up 2 receivers here to the near side. Kenton will go out of the gun.
Yep, possible drag route across the middle here.
He'll take the snap here. It's a high one, but he pulls it down, rolls back, wants to throw. He's got a guy open. Oh, he just overthrows. He had Grayson McCoy open at about the 15-yard line and couldn't get it to him. Incomplete pass, so it'll be
and I wonder
turnover on downs.
Bubba, I wonder if that comes off of that snap, just that little bit of timing gets messed up when you don't get a bad snap and you think you got to hurry up and get it. He had a little more time than
Yeah. Well, I think he knew that there was probably pressure coming, which there was, but he had time. We picked up their blocks pretty well, but he just overthrew him just a little bit. So another turnover on downs. The Senators with only 1 first down here in this first half of play so far.
6:40 left here in the first half. Senators and Generals 0-0.
Generals back out there offensively. Cummings out of the gun. Snap will come. He turns, hands it off to Lamar.
Delayed.
Lamar takes it off and he breaks the tackle. He's down the sideline. He'll probably score.
He's going to get it.
He's going to go. He's there. Touchdown, Clarksville.
And I tell you what, that's where you see Lamar gets it, and then he needs that hesitation. The ball was kind of bumbled there, and he's going to rumble for, I believe, a 60-yard touchdown there.
60-yard touchdown run with 6:30 to go here in the first half. The Generals get on the board first, and that's where Lamar can kill you. I mean, you've seen it there. We talked about it in the pregame, and he's just a one-play wonder, and he takes it to the house. 60-yard run for the score, 6-0 Generals here. And, I think our biggest problem right now is we've got to get our defense a break. They're bound to be getting tired a little bit. They'll line up to kick it here for the PAT. Cummings to hold. Snap is good. The kick is away, and it's good.
Yep.
So they put it through. Number 10, the kicker, Ryan Bahina. the senior, puts it through. So the PAT good. And with 6:30 to go here in the first half, Clarksville 7, West Washington nothing. We'll take a break and come back here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR and West Washington Livestream.
After 2 years of study and research, the Washington County Community Foundation launched its first proactive initiative, Youth First, in 2007. Their goal was to create a positive environment within the county where youth are valued, their needs come first, and investments are made in their well-being. In 2011, Youth First merged with the YMCA to best serve youth through their common commitments to youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. This merger allowed for further utilization of Youth First missions and the possibility to grow development assets in our community more initially.
All right, back here live, 6:40 to go in the first half. Clarksville gets a 60-yard touchdown run by Robert Lamar, and they lead it 7-0 here. It's been all Clarksville offensively here in the first half, as Senators with only one first down. That was on a 30-yard run by Ethan Roberts. So we got to get our offense going here, give our defense a little bit of a break.
Yeah, our offense needs a little shot of 5-hour energy here to get us through the first half here. You know,
Just
they've
haven't found anything that works real good so far,
Okay.
other than that Ethan Roberts run.
We might have a scrum kick or something here. They got a lot of speed on the side next to us here. Be aware of that. I think we might see, you're on the road. This team's not moving the ball well. Why not try it?
Yep. Eric Ramirez will kick it away for the Generals as the Senators drop Hudson Crest back deep. So Ramirez will approach it. And he's going to onside it. It's not going to go 10 yards, so that's a penalty.
See, and that's
a break for us.
That's a break for us. Puts us on the side. But that is something they are anticipating.
Yep.
They got the speed over there. And
good call, Coach. You read it all the way. But
Clarksville's defense don't want to be on the field.
No,
their
they
offense.
don't want to be out there because their defense pretty sound.
Yep.
But, they definitely want to put their offense out there for sure.
So now the Senators have to take care of the ball. We've talked about
that. Good field position at the Clarksville 40. Yeah, actually they'll move it back. It'll go down to the 5-yard penalty, so it'll move it inside the 40 to the 39.
That's because it didn't go the full.
Because it went out of bounds and didn't go the full 10 yards.
So honestly, that guy may have been better to touch it then.
Yeah, he probably would have been.
Because then the 5 yards.
He'd have been better off to smack it, and then they would have just spotted it at the 45. So, nevertheless, it's 1st and 10 Senators. We got to put some points on the board here. Kenton will go under center, eye in the backfield. He sets a man in motion in Johnston, and they'll turn, fake the handoff, wants to throw. He's got a guy across the middle.
Titan Williams!
Oh, my.
Right
there. Titan there, and he just overthrew him. Kenton just a little long, but Titan's got to get up the field.
Yeah, he's got to keep extending that. That route has to be, I believe, post. He was on post.
If he would have ran more so at an angle and got towards the end zone, he would have caught that on the run and probably scored.
Yeah.
Titan a big target out there. Good chance, though, or good opportunity. Why not try it? So
I wonder if Titan's going to ask Coach about that on the next.
I'm sure that will be one that he won't ask him about.
God,
because Coach will say, "Why don't you run your route?" Eye in the backfield. Once again, 2nd down and 10. They'll turn, hand it off.
Great play. Ken go.
Kept it. He's going to take it towards the sideline of Clarksville, the far side to the right.
Puts us at a 3rd and 1, Bubba.
Yep, takes it and picks up 9 yards. Good fake there because everybody bit on Johnston, and that's what we did last week.
Yes.
We were really good in that deception, offense, in that option style, and Kenton done a good job there. He got 8 yards. I thought it was 9, but they only give him 8.
Oh, man, we'll talk about that spot, Bubba. That's,
Yeah, that one went against us.
Which we're at an angle here, so you got the crest of the field. And
31-yard line, or 30 and a half anyway, so 3rd down and 2 now.
Still manageable, 4th down territory. You're trying to get some positive yards here. I'm going to go with
Robertson.
Johnston up the middle.
Could be. They're stacking the middle. They got 8 guys in the box.
Outside to McCoy. He's going to throw it.
No, he was going to throw it, but he didn't. Now he's going to get hit for a loss. So he'll go down at about the 33-yard line, 34 they'll spot it. So now he lost 3 yards on that.
And I think that all that starts from the receivers not being able to get off in clean on their routes.
Yep.
So Grayson sees that and he kind of hesitates, loses footing a little bit, Thankfully, he just ate it, which is what you're supposed to do there rather than throw it up.
So they'll set up now 4th down and about 4 for the Senators. Pretty generous spot there. Inside the 35 at the 34. So Kenton.
Oh, we got a timeout. There was something not right. If you noticed.
Well, if you look at Clarksville's defense, they're stacking the box up. They had 8 guys in the box that last play, thinking that we were going to run the football. And you know, I'm at the point right here where, and I know Coach Lowry loves this play. I'd almost run that little pop pass, as you mentioned, to the tight end, or you know, put McCoy or even Johnston out there and let them just run about a 5-yarder.
We're not looking for a touchdown.
No,
we're looking for, and you're trying to find that bread and butter between the defensive line and the linebackers. You said yourself they got 9 guys in the box.
They're stacking it up.
There's nobody on that second level.
If you can get somebody 5 yards deep, you know, pass behind the linebackers, and throw that little pop pass, I'm telling you, it's open. And we ran it quite a bit last year.
Yes.
I haven't seen it much this year. A lot of that has to do with the fact that we've not going out of the gun.
Yeah.
You know, so you're running it under center. It's a little tougher look, but you know, Kenton very capable. And I think
at that point you're almost a 1-2-3 pass, quick slants. And
it's got to be something quick here, and you know, especially if they go under center. So 4th down and 4, the ball at the 34-yard line of Clarksville. The Senators
left.
Trying to convert here. This would only be their second first down.
Ken's going to be out of the gun here.
Yep, so they're going out of the gun. They'll set up back there.
Holloway's in there at the left side.
Kress will set up there with him in the backfield along with Johnston. So the shotgun will come here, snap on 4th down. It comes to Kenton. He looks.
Here comes.
He's going to throw. He had a guy open back there. Now he floats it out there. You got it.
Titan Williams with a great possession
by Titan. Good job by Titan.
He did the right thing. He's like, I've got to make the catch first.
And that's a good route. And Titan's a big target. You know, when you got Titan out there, you know, at 6'3", it, you know, makes it a little easier to find him. And Kenton done a good job not rushing that play. You know, I think on the other throws he's kind of rushed it a little bit. That one he didn't. It's good for a 7-yard pickup and a first down.
You don't have to get it all in one play, Bubba. It's not what you see in video games in the NFL. You can get a little bit at a time.
So 1st and 10 now for the Senators. Snap will come. They'll turn, hand it off to Kress, and he gets hit right there in the backfield at the line of scrimmage. Might have got a yard, and that'll be the call. They'll move it down to about the 20.
J.G. Cruz was taking on 3 guys, and one of them got through. So
22-yard line, so a 1-yard pickup by Hudson.
And that's something we talked about in the ground game. The ground game really hasn't got to establish because they've packed it in so much.
They're packing it. If you look.
But you throw
1,
that.
2,
you keep,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys.
They're putting Lamar as the safety there now.
They only got 2 guys out here, and they're playing Lamar up tight.
Yep, he's up tight now. Look, he's trying to read which way. Here we go. It's going to be another pass right there to Titan Williams. No.
He's got him.
Got Grayson.
Nice
Stay on your feet, Grayson.
He's going to score, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. Great throw there, man. Great play by Grayson as he kind of wheeled around, put his hand down on the ground, kept his footing, and got it into the end zone. So a great catch and run there from the about the 16-yard line for the score. So nice play there by McCoy.
And they're going to be going for 2 here. So we got Roberts here, got Johnston. They're going to be out of the eye there, Bubba.
So we'll set up here, eye in the backfield,
Need 3
and
yards.
We'll go under center. So Kenton with Roberts back in there. They'll take it, turn, hand it off to Ethan. He got hit.
He got it.
He got in.
He got it.
Their
guy, how did he not?
Well, he got hit actually right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
And couldn't get it across, trying to follow J.G. Cruz.
Oh, he's down, unfortunately.
And let's hope that Ethan's not hurt too bad, but he's the one that's down.
Yeah.
We'll see what the deal is with him. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR and West Washington Livestream.
Expertise, resources, commitment. At Sullivan Financial, we offer a team approach to financial planning, offering you a broader scope of expertise than you will likely find in any one person. Clients are our main priority, which is why we work to understand your unique circumstances and ultimately create a distinctive plan that provides a roadmap for your financial journey. Located in Mitchell, Indiana, they can be reached at 812-849-2670. That's 849-2670.
All right, back here live at Art Sanders Field. 4:13 to go in the first half. Senators getting their first points of the night on a 16-yard touchdown reception to Grayson McCoy from Kenton Chase.
I think he ran about 40 yards on that, though.
Well, he had to wheel out of it kind of, but he done a great job getting the ball into the end zone. And the Senators pull within one here, 7-6. Our score, Clarksville on top here with 4:13 to go here in this first half of play. Kenton will set up. He's done everything tonight. Kicked, punted, thrown, run.
Filled up water bottles. I think he was grilling ribeyes before the game.
Hadn't played any defense. That's about the only thing. But our defense has been out there a long time, so he should be well rested. So we'll set up here as Kenton will put the ball back in play as they'll kick off to the Generals. They have two guys back there deep. And he'll set up to put it back into play. Officials will set it, and here we go. Whistle comes, and he'll approach the ball. Gets it away. It's a line drive kick. Going to go back into the secondary. Be picked up back there. Number 4, Jaden Johnston will pick it up, but good coverage by the Senators. We had about 3 or 4 guys there. Number 70, the first one back there, once again, Lane Owens. He's done a great job on special teams.
He has. He was there. He didn't know. He forgot he was on the play before that. And he's made 2 tackles.
So 1st and 10 as they stop him back there at about the 28-yard line.
Bubba, there's no greater position. Probably long snapper if you're good at it. But you tell me I get to play on special teams, get to hit somebody, and then I get to take a break for a while.
Oh, yeah.
I would kill to get to do that.
I tell my kids that's probably one of the lost arts, a special teams player. You can make a name for yourself doing that, and a lot of those guys play a long time when they go to the next level.
Yeah.
So it's a great way to be. So Clarksville will come back out, 1st and 10. Cummings out of the gun once again. Snap will come. He'll hand it off. Lamar will go to the left and
Bradley
gets
Hampton rides
tackled
him
from
down.
behind by Hampton, but not before he picks up about 6 yards on the carries. He brings it up to the 35-yard line.
Caden Clooney's a name we haven't got to say a lot tonight, but he has really pushed a lot when he's came in there, helping to give breathers for guys. And also, we're seeing Ethan Roberts out there on defense, which is a good sign there.
Ethan's probably, I thought last year was probably our best defensive player. Made a lot of tackles, but he's having to go both ways makes it tough. But, they're going to have to get him some rest. But 2nd down and 5 after that carry. Cummings will set up out of the gun. Lamar behind him. Snap will come. He's going to roll out and throw it. He's got a guy open, makes a grab, and a good
tackle.
Nice tackle in the open field there by Hudson Krebs.
With one arm, Bubba. One arm.
He got him and pulled him down. So got maybe a yard out to about the 37-yard line. Actually give him 2. So catch made there by Caps. Good for about a 2-yard. Well, they'll give him 3 after the spot. So 3rd down and 2 now as Cummings will set up here at the 37-yard line.
I think we'll see Lamar off tackle here.
Snap will come. He drops back. Lamar just standing there.
Oh, my. Somebody get back here. Somebody get him.
And he throws it to Lamar. He makes a grab. He could go to the house here, but a nice open field tackle by Hudson again. And he got the first down, though, as he picks up about 10 yards out.
That was not designed.
It turned out to be a screen. But
it was not designed for that.
I'm telling you what, Lamar's just standing. He's tired.
He's tired.
He's just standing back there.
Well, you would, too, if you ran the ball 50 times like he's had to already.
But still, you got to recognize that if you're the Senator defense.
Yeah, you see a guy.
You got to know where 23 is on the field.
And you also got to read his body language, because I'm willing to bet if you read a guy's body language, you know from that, hey, does he look like he's collected himself, or is he just like ready to go? What is the problem? Okay, they're bringing him in some.
So they'll set up here. He brought some help in to block in the backfield.
Got some motion over there. It's going to be Lamar.
Hand it off Lamar. He'll try to go in the middle.
Knock him down.
Didn't get much there. He's winded, and he'll go down after about a yard pickup.
Lamar can't wait for the Salem Sports Cards scoreboard, because that means we're at halftime.
Yeah, exactly. So 1 yard pickup by Lamar. 2nd down and 9, right at the 49-yard line of Clarksville. And, they're all winded. He's been over got his hands on
Yes.
his knees.
You need to read that. You need to read that if you're defense.
Yeah, he's had enough.
And you know what? The guys in front of him are tired,
Yep,
Bubba.
they're tired too. So
that's the bigger thing.
We got to get penetration
Yes.
here and make some sacks and get back in the backfield.
Because we look fresh. We look good to being out there as long as we can.
They moved. They moved. Yep. They moved. That was movement on them.
I guess he had the wrong. Okay, he threw the wrong. He threw the bean.
They may have got a timeout.
Oh.
No flag.
No flag. No flag.
The line judge on the far side called the timeout. So timeout with 1:23 to go. We'll take a quick break and be back here. Clarksville 7, Senators 6.
Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to ihsaatv.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
All right, back here live, Art Sanders Field. 1:23 to go here in the first half of play. Clarksville 7, West Washington 6. Second down and 9, the ball resting at the 49-yard line of Clarksville here as we're late in this second quarter. And the Senators just trying to get Clarksville off the field here. Clarksville is winded. They are all just huffing and a puffing down there. This heat, is probably taking a little bit of a toll with all of them going both ways as well. They'll come out of that timeout and set up here. Extra blocker in there is number 40 comes in the backfield again, Max Gowan. And he'll set up there with Cummings. They'll set a man in motion. Snap will come.
It's coming right here in the
Cummings
flats.
gonna
Coming to the
throw
flats.
it. There he's got a man.
Oh, Grayson McCoy!
And McCoy had it in his hands but couldn't pull it in.
Oh.
And the ball's incomplete there as they try to get it out there again to number 3, Kevon Murrell. And it's incomplete. So Grayson almost picked that one off. But nevertheless, knocked the ball down. Clock stops with 1:17 to go here in the first half. So third down and 9 now for the Clarksville Generals as they'll set up there right at the 49-yard line. And they'll come to the line. Heavy set in the backfield once again with Scowen back there as the extra blocker. Cummins will take the snap out of the gun, hand it off to Lamar. He'll cut back up the middle, still on his feet, and close to a first down. He's real close,
He's
but I
reaching,
think he's
but
short.
that spot's going to be at about the 34-yard line there. So,
yeah, they'll spot it at the 34, so he's a yard short. Picked up 8, almost 2 yards short, so pickup of 7 there by Lamar. And it'll be 4th and 2 now with 50 seconds to go here in the first half. So they'll break the huddle, come to the line. They'll go back with that heavy set, Scowen in the backfield along with Cummings and Lamar behind him. Snap will come out of the gun.
taking their
down
time.
And 2. And now they switch sides with Scowen. They're going to run that way probably to the left. And nope, they'll run right ahead. He gets hit, and I don't think he got it as the Senators stopped him, I believe. Yep, they're going to stop him there as he got hit right away. Kai Struther, the first one there. And he made the hit just short of the first down. Should be
laying the wood there.
About a yard short the way it looks from here. Now they're going to bring the chains out and measure this one. That one's not as close as the other one was.
No, we got to slow down the time of the half here because, we've had such a fast first half. We got to do something. So
we'll see what they give Lamar there as Kai Struther makes a great defensive play.
Yeah, Coach Lowry is sitting over here trying to say, how can you even measure that?
I don't think that's even close.
I don't think it is either.
It's got to be a good half yard short.
Well, I'll talk to Mr. Rosenbaum. Maybe he can help us take another link out that chain there. Let's see. I think it's going to be short by about a nose of a football.
Well, from here it looks more than that, but may not be. Yeah, it's more than that.
Yeah, Senators are going to stop. And
half yard short, so.
Senators get the ball to start the second half. Are we getting a knee here? We getting a knee?
No, I don't think so. I think you try to do something here. I like that throw to Grayson McCoy.
Yeah.
And because they've got the shorter secondary guy over here on this side of the field. When he was out there before, they had number 4 out there, Jaden Johnston, and he's only 5'6". So, at this time he's playing at the safety position. They're going to move Lamar up, and the Senators will set 2 guys wide to the far side.
I mean, if I'm Clarksville, I'm going to go ahead and just say, hey,
Yeah.
put Lamar there on the 40 and say,
Right. He's backing up now.
yeah,
First
he's going
and
back,
10.
as he should.
Snap will come. They'll turn, hand it off. Just a straight run play as they go to McCoy. And he gets hit at the line of scrimmage, so he's going to not pick up anything there. It'll be 2nd down now. And that may be the last play of the first half. No, they'll stop it with 17 seconds. So, looks like a loss of a yard.
Big, play call here, I'll be honest with you. Bubba, I hate throwing the ball this late in the half.
Well, I get it, and
That's me.
They always said 3 things can happen, and they're all bad when you
throw the football.
2 of the 3 are bad anyway, but I don't know that you don't try something here.
Yeah.
Just
you're playing with the house's money right now, and you don't want to lose any momentum as you go into the.
And just think how big it would be as far as momentum if you could score here.
Mo would definitely be knocking down the Senator's door.
I'm not so sure that you don't see where Lamar is on the field, and then you reverse Kenton out the other way and let Kenton try to do something with his legs. That way you got the ball in your quarterback's hands. Probably not going to fumble. I probably just jinxed him, but, I try something like that, I think, more so than I would the throw. But that's why we're up here and Coach is down there on the sideline.
Those who can't coach broadcast, so is what we say.
So they'll come out of the timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock, 2nd down and 10. The ball at the 43-yard line. Kenton will set up under center, eye in the backfield. Kress and Johnston back there for the Senators as Kenton will move under center to take the snap. Chase goes under center. Snap will come. He'll turn just a straight dive. Hudson Kress. And no gain. Might have got a yard on the carry, and that's going to be probably the end of the first half. So Hudson with a 1-yard run. And that'll be the end of the first half of play here from Art Sanders Field. So quite a ball game, and that's what we thought it would be as the Senators go in down 1 here, 7-6 to the Generals. Got to regroup, and we'll get the ball back to start that 3rd quarter as the Senators trail by 1. So we're going to take an extended break here and hear a word from our sponsors. And you're listening to the home for Senator Sports, WWSR and West Washington Livestream.
Gates, Carnegie, Rockefeller. I'm not. Generous, caring, rich in spirit, I am. You don't have to be a person of great wealth to make an impact. When caring individuals give through a flexible, creative, capable organization known as a community foundation, our philanthropic potential is unlimited. As your local community foundation, we provide you the opportunity to permanently support the causes you care about, both near and far. We do this by protecting and administering permanent funds through thoughtful grant making to improve the quality of life in the community we serve. Simply put, donors who give through a community foundation build sustainable, permanent funds called endowments through contributions, big and small, to support organizations they care about most, forever. Through the generosity of our many donors and the responsible, informed investment of permanent funds, we will increase our grant-making ability for the benefit of our community for generations to come. All we need is you. What causes are you passionate about? What organization matters most to you? We can help you ensure your charitable interests are supported forever. Donors can give to an existing endowment or establish their own. Some choose to give now, while others make their gift later through their will or estate plan. To learn what your options are, talk to your community foundation. We're here to help you reach your philanthropic goals. If you love our community, let's leave our little corner of the world a bit better than we found it. Not just today, but for future generations too. The Washington County Community Foundation has been making our home a terrific place to live, work, and play since 1993 through the generosity of donors just like you. Why? Well, just like you, we also really love our community.
United Producers, Inc. We are the largest livestock marketing company in the world. We currently have 17 auction markets and 23 direct buying stations across Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, Tennessee, and Illinois. Our goal is to market your livestock to maximize your dollar while implementing animal safety procedures. To find your local market, visit our website at uproducers.com or contact Ryan Batt at 812-620-0769. Farmer owned, farmer values. Here at American Family Insurance, located in Bedford, Indiana, we help our customers all over the state of Indiana by having customizable insurance policies to fit their needs. Whether it is insurance for your car, home, or business, we've got you covered. With licenses in Ohio and Florida as well, we can insure your vacation or rental home. You can also sign up for our discount driving program called Know Your Drive and save up to 10% with the potential to save up to 20% off auto insurance premiums. And let's not forget about your life, as life insurance is the most important policy we offer. Contact Michael Long at mlong@amfam.com or call 812-578-3072. Again, that's 812-578-3072. Michael Long Agency with American Family Insurance. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
At Eddie Gilstrap, our customers are family. Rated in the top 6% nationwide in Ford dealers, we pride ourselves on our no-pressure environment, honesty, and integrity. Come see us today and discover why we're different. Eddie Gilstrap Motors.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes is proud to support West Washington Senator football and wish them a great season. Stop by and see us for all your school fan gear. We offer a wide variety of tees, hoodies, hats, and more. We also offer custom screen printing and embroidery for your team, business, or event. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and have been serving our community for over 15 years. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, they're 9 to 3. Stop in or call us at 812-883-4154. That's 812-883-4154. Shop local and save.
At Eddie Gilstrap, our customers are family. Rated in the top 6% nationwide in Ford dealers, we pride ourselves on our no-pressure environment, honesty, and integrity. Come see us today and discover why we're different. Eddie Gilstrap Motors.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our special edition of the Commissioner's Corner, our conversation with Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, week number 2 of high school football. Everything seems to have gone well in that first week, and there's a lot going on at the IHSAA with your recently concluded fall meeting. So you have hit the ground running, so to speak.
We have, and Coach, I've told a couple folks, and I think I told you the other night on your show. Well, by the way, your show of 29 years that celebrates high school athletics on Friday and Saturday night. And if our listeners out there want to tune into some good information, they all need to do that every Friday and Saturday night. You and your team do a great job, but.
Thank you.
We had a great week last week, there, and what we got a lot of reports on around the state was the crowds. We had where I was at, and Assistant Commissioner Falcons, and everybody was out from our staff last week, and everybody reported back that the crowds were there, they were large, and they were enthusiastic, and so that's what makes our job fun along the way, when people get to enjoy their local team playing.
Well, I think people have been cooped up for a long time, and the chance to go out and scream and yell for their favorite team is something that's important. And, it's also a situation, too, where it's not just football. You've had your other fall sports get started. So this is an important time of year for everybody.
It is, and believe it or not, we're about halfway through the girls' golf season already. And those kids have been out playing and getting ready, and they're starting to have these tune-up events to get ready to make their march to the state finals at Prairie View Golf Club. But boys and girls soccer. We have our boys tennis teams, boys and girls cross country. it's in full swing. And the other one we can't remember is we have unified flag football going on right now. So, we've got students that traditionally don't have an opportunity to play on a team that they're with their school representing their program as part of the unified program. And then again, those are students that may have an intellectual disability, and they're an athlete for the Indiana High School Athletic Association also.
I would tell you that I ran into Mike Leonard, the former Franklin College football coach, told me he is coaching the unified team here in Franklin, just to show you how the quality of human beings you have involved in it. And I know you're incredibly proud of it.
It is phenomenal programming. It really is an inclusive program of all students that attend the school, and we're just so happy to be able to offer as many opportunities as we can for student athletes. So we're rolling, Coach, and we're going to keep moving forward.
You are. All right, your fall board meeting just concluded, and one of the important topics of that is they're going to be announcing soon who will be hosting tournament sites for IHSA postseason play.
We are. Those were approved by our board of directors yesterday. So everything in our winter offering, so boys and girls swimming, boys and girls basketball, wrestling. So we approve host sites for all those events. And so they're going to be announced this week yet. But one of the things that I think people need to pay attention to here is a couple of months ago, we changed a little bit of the format to the boys and girls basketball tournament, to where we now are going to have 4 teams in the same class will attend a semi-state site, and there's 2 games in the morning, and you advance, and the traditional 2 games in one day will actually be played at the semi-state round. So it's going to be a lot of fun basketball. But what it does is it puts 4 more facilities in our state hosting semi-state events. So that old destination, and back where I come from, there'll be some folks leaving their hometown dribbling a basketball to where those games are being played just so they can watch their teams played. And we really think it's going to be a great weekend of basketball. And that's going to be announced. Those locations will be announced yet this week.
It's a busy time. Are you guaranteeing good weather this weekend?
We're guaranteeing that the weather's going to be good enough to play football.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Here at WWSR, we have all the hits from the 80s to today, while also rocking out with some of the classics. There are also exclusive interviews with some of the West Washington's head coaches during their seasons, breaking down the best of the upcoming matchups. And there's more programming to come, so stay tuned, with WWSR being available on the school website, Alexa, or your favorite device. And for those interested, sponsorship slots are available.
United Producers, Inc. We are the largest livestock marketing company in the world. We currently have 17 auction markets and 23 direct buying stations across Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, Tennessee, and Illinois. Our goal is to market your livestock to maximize your dollar while implementing animal safety procedures. To find your local market, visit our website at uproducers.com or contact Ryan Batt at 812-620-0769. Farmer owned, farmer values.
Welcome back to West Washington Livestream here on WWSR. We've got the Salem Card Show scoreboard here for us. Tomorrow is the big day. August 27th, come on out. We have 50 tables, different vendors from sports cards, non-sports cards, Pokemon, sports memorabilia, all kinds of great stuff from $1 to $1,000 if you really wanted to buy it. So come on out, and it'll be a great time. Looking at some scores, the one that's team we played last week, Eastern, they're throttling right now the Crawford County Wolfpack at halftime, 22-0. This is a big one for the Musketeers. They have not won a game since 2019. I believe that was the last game of the first game of sectional that year they won. So that is huge for the Musketeers. Looking at next week's opponent, Mitchell, they are down currently 14-6 to Valley. And then we look over at Paoli. They are on top of Corden, 21-13. Both teams there looking for their first win after Paoli was defeated by Boonville last week and Corden was defeated by Brownstown. Going over to always a big conference rival there in Perry Central. They are up 14-7 on Forest Park very early in that game. And then we go to Salem. They are after the only score I was able to find was after the first quarter. They were up 6-0 on Silver Creek. And then North Harrison blanking Scottsburg 21-0 at the end of the first quarter there. So lots and lots of scores going around there. Right here at the half here at R. Sanders Field, the Senators are down 6-7 there after a half that was mostly dominated by the Clarksville offense. They were on the field for quite a long time. The Senators were able to finally put together a drive and able to bend but not break there outside of the one very long run by Robert Lamar. The Senators were able to contain that. Bubba's got some stats for us, so if you want to run through them there for us.
All right. We'll run down the scoring first. The Generals getting on the board first on that 60-yard run by Robert Lamar down the sideline to put them up 6-0 with 6:30 to go in the first half. PAT kick was good. It was 7-0 at that point. Senators came right back. Not a whole lot of offense for us in that first half, but Kenton Chase was able to throw to Grayson McCoy, a 16-yard touchdown pass. McCoy made a nice move to get it into the end zone. The two-point conversion run was no good, and that's where our score is right now, 7-6. Clarksville up by 1 at the half. Our first half stats here, we run them down for the Senators. They had 13 carries for 50 yards. One of those was the majority of that, and that was the Ethan Roberts 30-yard run for their first down of the night. Only really had 3 first downs in the first half, and then that score. So the Kenton was 2 of 4 for 23 yards. The 16-yard touchdown pass was one of those. So only 73 total yards of offense for the Senators. A lot different than what we've seen last week against Eastern. For the Generals, they had, let's see here, total of 19 rushes for 121 yards. 18 of those rushes were by Robert Lamar, and he's got all 121 yards. The quarterback Cummings ran at one time for no gain on the play. So that was the only non-positive yard, really, that they didn't get was Lamar only 121, which when you say only, that's a good first half.
Yeah.
But for him, he's been used to getting 2.5 a half in the last year or so. So a great running back, and we've done a pretty decent job other than that 60-yard touchdown run. So if you cut that 60-yarder out, he's got 60 yards rushing in that first half. Their quarterback Cummings was 8 of 12 for 50 yards. So Cummings done a nice job throwing the football, and they mixed up that pass and run and made it a pretty effective offense. They pretty much controlled the ball. The entire first quarter went down. We got it back with about 2:40 to go in that first quarter, and then we went 3 and out and give it right back to them. So Senators got to come out and establish a little more offense here. I think that's the key in the second half. Get a few more guys involved like we did have last week, and see if we can't get back up on the scoreboard here in the second half.
This is a game of adjustments, and are you going to make the right adjustments to set you up at the right time? Because we saw the Senators kind of have to do on the fly, Bubba. That's kind of hard when you're sitting there. But, it's always you plan. If you plan, you're never surprised. So that's kind of what the Senators did. They made some quick adjustments there, went back to some of the stuff that they did, like we said last year. And, it's okay. Sometimes it's all right to do that. You get a year under your belt, and then you go back with the philosophy that you have. The Senators right now, they got a lot more. We're seeing a lot of body language. Clarksville looks tired.
They do look tired.
They look, and so that's something let's talk about, because if this game gets down to the fourth quarter and it's a slugfest and it's 15-14, Senators got the ball, they're going to be moving.
Yeah, I'm sure this 15-minute break was just what they needed, to start the second half. But the Senators just seem to be a lot better in shape, I think, than what Clarksville is at this point. Now, that could prove to be not true, but at this point, when on that last series when Clarksville had the ball, they had guys bent over, hands on their knees, just struggling. And one of them was Robert Lamar. He was just beefed down there, but he carried the ball 18 times. So you know, he was pretty much doing it all, and he's playing safety on defense, so
and making a lot of the,
and
on every
tackles.
play.
Yeah, so I think the big thing for our offense is just to figure out where Lamar is on the field, and also take advantage of some of the shorter secondary players if we're going to throw it. We talked about it when we first went to break here at the half. You know, I think Kenton can make some things happen with the throw game if we can get it out there in the flat, kind of like what we threw to Titan Williams there for that first down that kept that drive alive before we scored. So
it's a big game of possession football.
Absolutely.
It's a possession football. It's, you brought up the how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
One bite at a time.
And you
right.
kind of do that, and it's something that you have to have. And they're going to be kicking off to us here. I think they're going to scrub kick it again. They're
I wouldn't be the least bit surprised.
As Coach Burks and Coach Matthew Deaton are down there looking at it all, they're trying to figure it out. As that's something I would definitely say I'd be ready for. This team's got a fire in them. They got a fire in them. That's something that's kind of, you're seeing those guys. We talked about a year. I talked about that seasoning. We're kind of like one of those good briskets that's been in the smoker for a while. The juices are starting to flow. And here's the thing, and I'm going to bring this up, and we may not see a lot, but we see our quarterback is starting to learn. He's a pretty doggone good athlete.
Yeah, he's a good athlete. And, he's being coached by one of the best that ever played out here in Holden Bousman. And Holden was one of those kids that, a lot of times when things weren't going real good for the Senators in games that I remember watching him play over that 4-year career, he would make things happen when the game was, to the point where something had to happen for the Senators, and Holden was one of those kids that can make that happen. And I think, Kenton's a lot like that, not as tall as Holden, might not throw quite as good a ball as Holden, but Kenton definitely a great athlete and, a big strength to our offense, and we're going to have to use him here in the second half to get things going. So the Senators will receive.
They got Lamar over here on this side.
2, 4. Yeah. 15s over here, so all their speedsters.
Brody Yates is the only guy. Brody Yates may be sneaky fast there. Is the only guy, number 26. He might be the equalizer. He might be the guy who's going to come up and lay somebody out because he's a little guy.
So we'll set up deep.
I don't like this. That's something I'm going to say. They're going to kick it right here.
That scares me.
They're going right here at 70 for us, Lane Owens. If I'm then, that's where
our second row guys are a little deep. I'd bring them up about another 5 yards or so. But
that's me.
They'll put it back into play. Eric Ramirez to kick it off as we start the second half. And here comes the kick. He kicks it onside again. It bounces high, and Hampton able to pull it in.
Bubba, what'd I tell you?
Great job. Yep, you called it, and we thought that's what they would do.
Thankfully, they went to Hampton. Bradley was always a kid who – when I coached him in junior high, he was always a kid that was like a tweener. I always had to play him on the line, but he had good hands, and I always trusted him on my front line.
So he done a good job hauling that one in on the onside kick. First and 10 for the Senators. Good field position at their own 47-yard line. So that's where Kenton will start with the offense. Eye in the backfield as he looks to go under center. They'll split one receiver wide to the far side. Roberts back there behind Kress. The snap will come on first down. They'll fake it to Roberts. He'll roll out. He's got a man open. He hits Johnston there in the flat.
And Lamar,
that's what I talked about. Lamar making the tackle, but not before they were able to pick up 6 yards.
Now you pound it probably up the middle. You see what you're trying to find that, who's the softest on the line there. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking. 60's a big guy for Clarksville, and I bring him in there, Marcus Reynolds there. But he has had his hands on his knees almost after every play. I think right there you're going to look at that B gap there to the left side. Look for this for the Senators to pound it there.
So they'll set up second down and 4. Snap will come in the shotgun. They'll hand it off to Roberts. He goes the right hand side.
He's got it going. He's gone. He's gone.
He breaks the tackle, and he's going to score as he'll take it in.
All kinds of accessories after the play there. Thankfully, Gavin Ball keeping his head there because there was all kinds of extracurriculars we did not need there.
47-yard touchdown run by Ethan Roberts to put the Senators in front for the first time tonight here, just with less than a minute gone in this third quarter. And Roberts breaks one 63 yards for the score. And Ethan,
as soon as he hit that gear, it was like goodbye.
Well, he got past Lamar.
Yep, and that's the only guy on the field that can catch him.
I didn't see who it was, but somebody put a good block on Lamar out there on the corner.
lots of extracurriculars after. Hopefully we're not being too chippy there because we almost had a bad – thankfully the play was in there. And it was some dirty – when you get a big run like that and you got 9 guys in the box, there's going to be some dirtiness going on.
Well, when the runner's already past you, I always said at that point you become a spectator.
You put your hands in your pockets and sit down.
They'll go for 2. Chase will take the snap. He'll roll out. He's going to look to throw
Johnson.
it. He's got a guy there. He throws it. Catch is made, but he's just short as he gets it out there to Johnston, who makes the grab. A great catch.
That actually looked, Bubba, like 32 there. Tyler Miller.
It was Miller.
Yes.
Yeah, I said it was 11, but it was 32. So pass is incomplete on the 2-point conversion.
And I like Tyler's hands. He's somebody whose name we're going to hear a lot. He's still young. He's a sophomore. He's another kid who lost a lot last year when weren't able to play a lot of JV games. That's huge.
A lot of our kids did.
I mean, that's huge. I mean, and that's what hopefully we're good for Monday. I think maybe we're good for Monday.
We are good. Clarksville's got enough.
That's crazy when you think about it. It's almost been like 2 years since we played a JV game.
Oh, I know.
Because it is key for us to do that. Because we have to remember a lot of these kids on this team, they were on a JV team that won conference there, that last year that we during the 2020 season.
We got a lot of sophomores and juniors that haven't played much football.
Yeah.
And
that's, we're able to hide that a little bit as a single A school, but still you get against good teams, you're going to see that. So here comes the kid. Who's he going to kick it to now? You don't want to kick it.
I don't think you kick it deep. Yeah, I
we
think
talked
you
about
kick it second line.
We talked about that. Number 4. I think maybe over here to this side, you've got a little more. You got a couple guys over here. This is where guys got to run there. We talked about guys like Lane Owens. We got Jack Armstrong out there. Some guys playing special teams. You got to get yourself dirty here.
So the Senators come back to take the lead here, 12-7. They'll put it back in play as Kenton will kick it away once again. And we'll set up here at the 40 to put the ball back in play. Kenton will approach it. He gets off the kick. It's a line drive kick, going to bounce to the back line. Picked up there by number 4, who's a returner. He takes it down the sideline, and he had one guy to beat.
Yeah, he got drilled.
There was a block in the back over there, too. A bad one on number 50 for us. That was Peyton Schneck. He got blew up from behind there.
Jaden Johnson does go out, thankfully, there about the looks like maybe the – wow, okay, that was very favorable then where he went out at.
Yeah, they call him – I guess he stepped out of bounds there at the Clarksville 47.
All right, so Senators, are you gonna stand up and deliver here? That's the big thing. Well, I believe that the Generals are going to have to go deep into their artillery there to try to find something, or are they going to go with the main thing they've used to get them here?
Absolutely. We'll see what they do here. They'll set up. Cummings in the backfield. Lamar behind him. Shotgun snap will come. He'll turn, hand it off. Guess who? Robert Lamar. He'll take it. Cuts back up the center. He's still on his feet. Now he's down the sideline, and he gets pushed out of bounds by Wyatt Johnston.
And Grayson McCoy there
coming on. Grayson McCoy, yeah.
So
it was McCoy, not Johnston.
It's something that I'm seeing that, Bubba, we have to do is when he's got time to survey the field, kind of take a little quick step, and he can survey. We've got to get to him before he's got that chance to survey.
You got to stop him right there. Somebody's got to get a hand on him or something there at the line of scrimmage. He's just getting through there, and he's so shifty that he picks up about 13, 15.
So here you go.
25.
Does he got enough in the tank? He's sitting there, hands on his knees a lot during his play. I'd say this is a pass play.
Snap will come. They're going to throw it. They wing it out here in the flat. Catch made by Caps, and he gets hit right away, but we can't get him down. He stayed on his feet.
Got an extra yard or two there. I was hoping, Bubba, we were going to pop that thing free because it looked like a Christmas turkey there, all greased up.
So he picks up about 4 yards on the reception.
And he's sitting here thinking about that. Morgan Chapp's there with that catch. I mean, it's going to be – you want to hit a guy to where he remembers you.
Ball at the 24-yard line.
And, I mean, Lamar is he's just walking into these
tired.
Plays. He's tired.
I
don't think he's getting the ball in his place coming in or pass.
2 receivers to the wide side as Cummings will go out of the shotgun. Lamar behind him. He'll hand it off. Lamar gets it, and he's going to cut back lane. Oh, the big block there.
Yeah.
And Lamar's still on his feet, finally pushed.
We got a penalty now. What's this?
That was a blindside hit, I thought.
I don't know if nobody called it, and the referee there.
That's got to be a personal foul. He hit him above the head, and that's what you get in trouble for.
Yeah, is that what we had there?
It might have been a helmet-to-helmet type hit, but he chucked him above the head, and when you do that, you're probably going to get that call. It was Not that it's a bad block,
No.
but he did chuck him up high, and I think that's what the call was, as that's going to be a personal foul. So Lamar able to pick up about 13 yards on the carry, but it's going to go backwards after that penalty. So that's a break for the Senators. It'll move it all the way back to the 38-yard line. So it'll be second down and about 25 for the Generals.
So hopefully Kai Strother and J.G. Cruz there can hopefully get through the middle there, funnel it to linebackers, or they can cause some damage here, because now I think Clarksville's going to be – they're not going to be running the ball here. They're going to be trying to throw. Out. 23 is out. Lamar is out on the sidelines. They took him out. He is over. He's gassed. He's got his helmet off, and he is taking a knee on the side. He's down on the sidelines.
So they'll set up here.
Good.
Cummings out of the gun. Second down and 25. He looks to throw, and the flag comes in.
This is going to be
I think they had false start. Yep.
So when
it's on the offense.
So the Generals are shooting blanks here as they, without their 5-star general out there, they are struggling.
Another 5-yarder is going to go against them. So that another break for the Senators, moves it back to the 43-yard line. So it'll be second down and Livonia now for the Generals.
For the first time all night, the Generals looking like a bunch of privates out there, just struggling to do the basic things that they've done all night. So.
Well, with Lamar not in there, you take away that big play.
Yeah, you notice Rodriguez comes in there at running back. Yeah, He's probably not used to this.
I think they'll try to throw a lot.
I think so. I mean, and we need to watch out for those flats and short passes.
Cummings out of the gun. Snap will come. He fakes the handoff. He's got pressure.
Roberts
that
dives.
Was a block. That was a illegal block. Cummings throws. He's got a guy open, and I believe he made the grab. Is there another?
No, their ball was down.
He went past the line of scrimmage to throw that ball.
And that's what I'm looking to see. Do we have a penalty? No?
Should be a loss of down if that's the case.
We're looking for – Coach Lowry's asking for that, and our head official there is
He was way past the line of scrimmage when he threw the football.
Wow. Coach Lowry, and I agree. That would put up a fourth down right now. It would be huge.
Should be fourth down.
They have –
Either way, it's fourth down.
Okay, we do. We did get it, yes.
Yep.
Yes, loss of down. So
fourth down now as they move it back to the 45-yard line.
I mean, the Generals are all spent now. This is their Waterloo right now. This is their battle of Little Bighorn. They are not liking this.
Well, we give them an extra down. We made it second down.
We made it second down. It should be fourth, right?
I would think it would be.
Do we lost down or?
It should be third down.
Third down is what we're saying.
Because it was second down in forever.
Somebody there. Okay, they're correct. There you go.
Down.
The official got it on there.
So the snap will come here on third down in Livonia.
Yep.
As Cummings sets up.
He's going to be chucking it here.
Snap will come. He looks to
over
throw.
the middle.
He's got time. He gets it out in the flat. Catch is made. Number 3 makes a grab. That's Kayshawn Murrell.
Yep.
And he picks up a big bunch of yards, about 23
Makes it a very manageable.
Yards. So it'll be a fourth down and about 8.
Lamar is up and moving for the Generals on the sidelines there, so he's back in the game.
11-4 there for 23 yards.
They have to stop him right here, Bubba. There's no thing about it. Right here, they have to stop him. It has to happen right here. It has to happen right now. The Senators clinging to a 12-7 lead, 9:03 left here in the third quarter.
Ball at the 25-yard line. Cummings will set up fourth down. Lamar back in the game for them. So snap will come out of the shotgun. It comes. He drops back, wants to throw. He's got time, got pressure now.
Shovel pass. It's going to be down. That's incomplete. Wow.
Yeah, and Cummings just got a little shook there. He had pressure coming, and he has to throw it away. And they're arguing amongst each other, so that's a good sign for us because they're checking at each other a little bit.
Those 4 big guys are still on the field who just went through that whole time. They've not come off the field yet. And you can take up a lot of space if you're a big guy, but if you can't move, it's going to be to our benefit. We're going to hit those C gaps, and we're going to take it here.
So we'll get the ball back here with 8:57 to go in the third quarter, up 12-7. And Kenton Chase will bring the offense back out at the 25-yard line. He'll go under center to take the snap. He does, turns, rolls out, wants to throw. He's got a guy open, and he just overthrows.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, just a bad throw there by Kenton. His hit ball's kind of sailed on him.
He did have, Jalen Barroncott there coming who's huge, who's got that big wide. We talked about that. A guy 6'4" coming at you there, where you're going to try to put that ball up and over.
He's just got to put a little more finesse on it. Just float it out there on those flat passes.
Because you look, I promise you, you get it out here. They don't have anybody whose speed can match some of our guys on a full tilt.
No, probably not. 15's pretty quick, but
he's safety, and he's going to be a long ways back trying to make the play here.
Especially when you got Lamar on the other side of the field.
Yep.
So second down and 10.
Wide side of the field over here,
completion,
Bubba. Get ready for this over here towards us.
As Kenton will go under center to take the snap. He does. He turns, straight dive. He just hands it off. Nope, kept it. He pulls it out there. Still on his feet down the sideline now. He's out to the 44.
Good job, Ken. Way to stay on your
43-yard line where he gets pushed out of bounds. So a first down as he takes it from the 25 to the 43, an 18-yard pickup there for Kenton.
He was a pure magician.
So Kenton with the run there, picking up 18 yards. And he brings the ball out to the 43-yard line of the Senators.
Most importantly, keeps the drive going, keeps those guys with their hands on their hips there who haven't been off the field in over 12 minutes here.
So we'll split two guys to the far side as Kenton will go under center, eye in the backfield. Snap will come here on first down. He fakes the handoff, rolls out. He's got pressure from behind, gets it away, and the catch is made there. Holloway makes
What did we
grab.
talk about? That little pop pass there to the tight end.
There it was, the first time we've seen it this year. And Holloway makes the grab, good for a first down.
That's all we need.
All the way down to the Clarksville 46-yard line. So a gain of 11 on that pass.
And, Bubba, that play drags the defense so far down the field that you start to lose that little, guy who's like, hey, he's not very big. Okay, by golly, he's wearing a receiver number he can catch.
Absolutely.
Holloway,
so first and 10 now in Clarksville territory.
Great reception by the sophomore there.
47-yard line. Kenton getting a little breather here.
Yeah.
So he's a little gassed as he'll go under center once again, eye in the backfield. Snap will come. He turns, hands it off right up the middle.
Oh, my. Look at that, Bubba. Look at that run by Wyatt Johnston.
Wyatt Johnston.
That's a kid who wrestles competitively, who works his butt off and just basically out-muscled some guys there.
So another 12-yard pickup there as Johnston getting the job done. So first and 10 now at the Clarksville 36-yard line as they'll set up eye in the backfield once again. Tight formation here for the Senators as Kenton goes under center, turns, he'll roll out. Got pressure, gets it away at the last second.
Oh, what a catch! What a catch!
Great catch by McCoy as he just stayed with the play and come back to it.
The poise of Ken Chase to stay in the pocket, take the hit, and deliver a good football right there to his man, that's huge.
Down to the 23-yard line.
And the Senators are starting to they're going to time out by the Generals because they have they're on DEFCON 5 right now, so they're trying to.
So a 23-yard pickup there through the air, and the ball down at the 23-yard line, and Clarksville takes a timeout here with 7:50 to go in the third quarter. We'll take one as well. On your home for Senator Sports, it's West Washington 12, Clarksville 7.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes is proud to support West Washington Senator football and wish them a great season. Stop by and see us for all your school fan gear. We offer a wide variety of tees, hoodies, hats, and more. We also offer custom screen printing and embroidery for your team, business, or event. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and have been serving our community for over 15 years. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, they're 9 to 3. Stop in or call us at 812-883-4154. That's 812-883-4154. Shop local and save.
All right, back here live, Art Sanders Field. Senators 12, Clarksville 7. Senators on the drive here. They've had three actually first downs in the last three plays.
Dinking and ducking everywhere.
Yeah, pass to Johnston, good for 23 yards as Wyatt made a good comeback to the ball. So first and 10 at the 23 as the Senators set up here trying to add some more points to this lead.
Tell you what, look for Hudson Kress here. He's the X factor. He's not gotten a carry in a little bit, so he's got some fresh legs under him.
Kenton goes under center, eye in the backfield. He'll take the snap, fakes it. No, he hands it off. Johnston again, another good run.
That goes with that strong
that
guy.
Line is getting tired.
So they're stacking guys. and Wyatt's strong enough to get through and just keep his legs moving.
Yep.
I mean, so yeah, he's not getting a clean release whatsoever. He's getting bodies, but he's able to push through.
Gain of 7 on that carry by Wyatt.
I'm telling you, Bubba, you give me a wrestler back there who somebody's used to going 5 matches in one day on a Saturday, I want Wyatt Johnson.
Second down 3. Snap will come. Kenton will keep it.
Keep it
He'll
this
take
time.
it to the outside.
He might get it.
And he gets pushed out of bounds at about the 8-yard line is where they push him out.
Morgan Capps, was able to ride him out there, and all the generals have their hands on their hips. They are gassed.
Yeah, gain there of about 8 yards by Kenton.
Senators looking to add to this lead up 12-7 with 7:22 left here in the third quarter. Ball's going to be on the 7-yard line, 1st and 7.
First and goal from the 7 as they'll set up here and try to put some more points on the board here.
I'd say it's
in the backfield.
It's going to be Johnson or Roberts. They're going to just ride one of them.
22 will take the snap. Kenton keeps it.
He's in there.
Veer, and he gets it in. 7-yard touchdown run.
That is how you execute that play. He looks, he comes up, he sees that hole, and he's quick enough. I'm just going to take it myself.
So with 7:17 to go in the third quarter, Senators get their second score here in this quarter, and they go up here 18-7 as Kenton gets it done with his legs there, and a great drop.
Great, and that was the first drive where it was consistent driving. It was almost like Clarksville's first drive.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we just moved the ball, mix of pass and run. Nice job there by the Senators. So they'll go out of the gun here as Kenton will step back there with Roberts behind him. 2 receivers to the far side, and the snap will come. They'll hand it off to Roberts.
Oh, he's got it.
And he's going to get it in.
He's going to get in.
Yep,
you get a
2-point run.
You get Ethan Roberts wide. He's going to get there.
So Roberts takes it in for the 2-point conversion.
And that is huge just in the grand scheme of things.
20-7.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a big one.
That's a big one when you look at it. You need that to kind of set there is all kinds of things. We're going to step aside real quick for a word from one of our sponsors. Hey, if you'd like to sponsor WWSR and West Washington Livestream, give Mr. Russell or Mr. Akers a call there or an email there, and they can get you on there.
Here at WWSR, we have all the hits from the 80s to today, while also rocking out with some of the classics. There are also exclusive interviews with some of the West Washington's head coaches during their seasons, breaking down the best of the upcoming matchups. And there's more programming to come, so stay tuned with WWSR being available on the school website, Alexa, or your favorite device. And for those interested, sponsorship slots are available.
Is your ride not as reliable as it used to be? Eddie Gilstraps is the place to go. With 80 years in the auto industry, we know how to get things done. At Eddie Gilstrap Motors, we have an unbeaten level of commitment to buyers. Unmatched customer service, a wide array of new and used inventory, and various financing options are just a few of the ways in which we serve our customers. Give us a call at 877-227-9421. That's 877-227-9421, or just visit our website.
All right, back here live at Art Sanders Field, 20-7. The Senators taking a 13-point lead on a great drive here in the third quarter. Kenton Chase will put it back
kicking it right over here by our watch.
And he kicks it on the ground. It's going to be a drifter down through
That's
there.
nothing wrong with
hard
that.
to handle. Number 2, Caps, picks it up, and he's got a good return out of it as he brings it up to the 38-yard line.
Jack Armstrong
Yeah.
got him some there as a freshman there.
So he
Come
bulldogs him down right there at the 37-yard line.
Jack's a farm boy. He knows how to take down a bull. So
Caps just kind of got rode there by Jack. He jumped on his back.
He could have at least left him with a quarter there for, the old grocery store rocking horse there.
So 1st and 10 for the Generals. Ball spotted down at the 37-yard line as 7:11 to go here in the third quarter.
They're going to have to lean hard on their quarterback here. Caleb Cummings is going to have to – they're going to be – I just think that's what – Lamar will get his carries here. He's got a little bit of a breather. But I don't know – Caleb Cummings is definitely going to have to –
So they'll set up in the gun, 1st and 10 at the 37. Cummings to take the snap here on 1st down. He'll drop back, wants to throw. There's a hold.
Oh, it's a wobbler.
And he's got him down the line. Good play at the end as we tip it away at the last second.
Wow.
And a great job coming over to tip that ball away as they try to get it out there to Morgan Capps. again, and good job there.
I thought it was a flag down. It was an actual towel that Clarksville had on theirs.
That was Grayson McCoy who come over to break that up.
Yeah.
Good job there. I tell you, they missed a hold down here. Our end on this side just absolutely got held to the tee.
Looks like we're going to have official timeout here because he's down. Yeah, that player's down there. He was the one.
Yeah, that's Caps.
Yeah.
He goes down after the
And he took the shot. He took the shot on the kickoff,
Yeah.
so.
I think he landed on it. Coach Akers said that
he came
looked like
down
he
the
come
football.
down on the ball.
And he's really one of their best threats vertically. So I think they're going to have to give the ball to Lamar here and see if he can do something.
Incomplete. Will bring up 2nd down and 10 once we come back.
Bubba, we talked about how quick the first half was.
Yeah, this has been slow.
This has been slow third quarter. Lots of stuff, which Clarksville needed to slow that down, and we didn't let them. We kind of kept going.
So we'll set up here 2nd down and 10 at the 37-yard line is where the ball will be spotted. As Caps walks off the field, that's a good sign. And
yeah,
they'll set up here with the 2nd down play.
When you're playing two ways, it's just a killer.
Well, they're just all gassed. I mean, that's about all you can say about it for them. They come in with a heavy set in the backfield as Cummings will step back there to take the snap. He does, turns, hands it off to Lamar. He'll go to the left, and he got out. He got out of it.
He's got one guy to go.
Yep, and we can't tackle him.
He's going to step out, though.
Out.
He's limping.
Yeah, he may have cramped up. He cramped up at about the 33-yard line and stepped out of bounds.
Ethan Roberts almost had him dead to rights in the backfield.
We had him back here and
then
got a tackle. We didn't tackle real well on that play.
You don't become the all-time leading rusher at Clarksville if you're not a good runner, okay? Yeah. With some of the programs that they've put through here and some of the guys they've had, I mean, it's amazing. That's what the Clarksville coach had told me during the interview. He said that the whole summer he was 10 yards short of the school record, and he said that was a huge weight on his shoulders. He was so worried about getting hurt, or something. Then got it on the second place, and they said, okay, now we can focus on
33 yards on that carry, so it's 1st and 10 in Senator territory.
So they're going to hand it off there to Rodriguez.
Hand it off in the backfield. Rodriguez, the ball carrier, not quite as productive as Lamar, but we do a good job. Ethan Roberts up to hit him first.
Ramirez, I apologize. Eric Ramirez there, senior.
Gain of 2 yards on the carry.
5'6", 196. Eric Ramirez, also a senior there, so he's probably been his whole career the off-speed back coming in probably behind Lamar.
So they'll set up here 2nd down and 2 at the Senator 33-yard line.
And they're bringing in the fullback there to help give him some more.
Cummings out of the gun once again, 2nd down and 8. Snap will come. He wants to throw. He gets it out there. He's got a man open in the flat. He makes a grab. And we get a good job tackling him, but not before number 3, Murrell, able to pick up about 6 yards on the reception.
He's had a lot of great possession catches tonight.
He has. He's a good receiver. Sets up well, and he gains about 6 yards.
Also senior there, too. That's something you see there. Every guy it seems like we've brought up, and that's what Coach for Clarksville brought up, that, hey, these guys they've played along really well with each other.
So a 5-yard pickup will bring up 3rd and 3. Cummings out of the gun.
Caps back in the game here.
Snap will come.
Far sideline.
And they'll turn, hand it off. 10, Bahena, the ball carrier. And he goes down after about a yard pickup right there at the 35-yard line.
Another senior, Bubba, another senior in there. So they've been a senior-laden team.
So it should be 4th and 2 here.
It'll be interesting to see what the Generals look like next year because we do have them, I think, for another year at least on the schedule. Is correct? Yep. And so
1 yard pickup there by Bahena as he gets a hard yard. So 4th down and 2 now for the Generals at the Senator 25-yard line.
And we got Caps wide over here. Yeah. Look for him maybe on a timeout. Yeah. Saw something there. Coach saw something.
So 4:56 to go here in the 3rd quarter. A timeout taken by Clarksville. We'll step away and come back here on your home for Senator Sports, West Washington Livestream and WWSR.
United Producers, Inc. We are the largest livestock marketing company in the world. We currently have 17 auction markets and 23 direct buying stations across Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, Tennessee, and Illinois. Our goal is to market your livestock to maximize your dollar while implementing animal safety procedures. To find your local market, Visit our website at uproducers.com or contact Ryan Batt at 812-620-0769. Again, that is 812-620-0769. Farmer owned, farmer values.
All right, welcome back here live, Art Sanders Field. Timeout taken by Clarksville. I want to welcome United Producers on board. They're a new sponsor for us, Ryan Batt. Appreciate their support of our broadcast here.
Morgan Caps, that's who's getting the ball.
He's
Morgan,
watching at home.
He's watching at home. There you go.
4th down and 2 now for the Generals. So a big 4th down here if the Senator defense can hold.
Morgan Caps, that's the guy. He was the first one out of the huddle. The ball's coming to him. I got his body language. It's coming to him over here.
Stice has got to do a good job on him.
I think
so
that's where
Cummings out of the shotgun. The snap will come. Nope, they turn and hand it off. Lamar back in. And I believe he got a no.
The ball came loose.
But they say it was down on the ground.
Grayson McCoy scampering away with it there. But it's going to be a first down.
So he picked up 3 yards as Lamar comes back into the
Lamar
game.
came in and stopped right at the first down line. He's like, I'm not going to run anymore. Just going to stop right here.
Well, good job there by the defense, but they just let him get too much. He's just so shifty. He does a good job of just stopping and then taking off.
Yeah, bend but don't break right now. You know,
1st and 10 for the Generals. Cummings out of the gun here. Ball at the 22-yard line. Snap will come. He'll turn, hand it off. Lamar goes to the right, cuts back up, and he gets hit and pushed out of bounds inside the 5 at about the 4-yard line. So they'll spot him right there at about the 4, I believe.
Yep.
And he picks up about 16 yards on that carry. So Lamar he's just a man out there.
Yeah, he got it, and he got one block, and he's playing kind of gimpy there, but he's still got something left in the tank.
1st and goal now for the Generals. Shotgun snap will come here to Cummings. He'll turn, fakes the handoff.
He's going to run it in.
Out. He's got some guys, and he throws it, and it's good for the score. As they make the grab there in the end zone, he hits number 40 out of the backfield as Max Scowden makes a reception.
The first junior I've called tonight, Bubba, on their team.
So a 4-yard touchdown throw there from Cummings to Scowden for the touchdown. So Clarksville not going away, 20-13, a chance to cut it back down to a 5-point lead here. If they can, or a 6-point lead, if they can get this PAT.
Maybe some fire. Watch out here.
Cummings to hold, snaps down, the ball's up.
Oh, that's wide.
No good.
That's big for the Senators there.
Miss the PAT. So with 4:21 left, Clarksville scores again. We'll take another quick break and come back here on your home for Senator Sports. It's West Washington 20, the Generals 13.
After 2 years of study and research, the Washington County Community Foundation launched its first proactive initiative, Youth First, in 2007. Their goal was to create a positive environment within the county where youth are valued, their needs come first, and investments are made in their well-being. In 2011, Youth First merged with the YMCA to best serve youth through their common commitments to youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. This merger allowed for further utilization of Youth First missions and the possibility to grow development assets in our community more initially.
All right, back here live as Clarksville puts together a drive here, 20-13. They pull within 7.
Another onside here, Bubba.
I think they will. I don't know why they wouldn't.
And I'm still personnel. Hopefully Bradley's got it here because they are sitting here. Bohannon there.
They got all their speedsters over here again. So Ramirez to put it back into play here. 4:21 to go, and this third quarter's taken forever.
Yep.
So we'll set up here a lot of scoring as we've scored twice and they've scored once now. Kick will come. This one's a little deeper. Yeah, it's way out of bounds. Holden Bowsman was the closest guy to that one.
He's got no eligibility left.
Yeah, he can't return it. So it'll be spotted at the 35, and that's where the Senators will start. first and 10, so the ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, so as they get there, the Senators are going to be trying to replicate what they did last time, which was just a good sustained drive here. With 4:21, you want to make sure there's a whole lot of ball game left. You want to keep grinding yourself. You want to protect the football. You want to make
can't turn it over
no.
for sure.
Especially on this end of the field.
We'll split two guys out wide to the far side as Kenton will come back out with the offense and set up here under the center as he'll take the snap, drops back, wants to throw. He's got a guy open in the flat. He hits Johnston, and he's going to pick up a 10, 11, 12 yards.
Yep. Pop up there, White. Get off their sideline.
As he hops up there after an 11-yard pickup.
He's trying to get a horse collar tackle there as he had his shoulder, but he was letting the official know, which that was the only way they were going to bring him down was up top.
So Wyatt with an 11-yard reception on that one. First and 10, ball at the Senator 46-yard line. And that's where Kenton will set up first down.
He's got it right here. He's going to see, I'd say we'd see something up the middle here.
Two receivers here to the near side. Eye in the backfield for the Senators. Kenton will go under center once again. Takes a snap, turns, keeps it, and he'll cut back up the middle.
That'll be fine.
And he got about 4 or 5 yards out to the 50.
Yep, followed a blocker and just went in and got some yards, the hard yards. So he'll be right there on the barely on the 50-yard line.
So a 4-yard pickup there for Kenton. That brought back old memories.
The 51 yard line.
So the ball right at the 50 now. Second down and 6 as Kenton will take the snap, turn, hands it off.
There's Hudson Cress. He hadn't got a carry in a while. He's got the full
and
hit.
he tries to cut the corner, but a good tackle there by Capps.
Yep.
As he comes up to stop him for a gain of about 1. So Hudson just hasn't been able to get wide enough.
No. And that's something, they've got the speed on the outside, and they got that big bodies. You know, Morgan Capps, a 6'1" receiver out there. Hudson's listed at 5'8". He might be 5'8".
Yeah, he probably pushing that. And, Hudson, a tough kid.
Yeah, he gets it going. He's going to get going.
So third down and about 5 now as Kenton will go under center. Takes a snap. And he gets hit.
Oh, he
and
pulls
he
it.
Dives it as he faked the handoff there to Johnson.
I think he had it and then saw Johnson was going to get blown up.
I think he pulled at the last second. So,
which you have to have ice water in your veins if you're going to run that because you're looking. That's what Kenton
got about 2 yards, so it'll bring up fourth down and about 3.
Now, do you chance to punt it here, Bubba? Do you punt it?
I don't know. I think you go for it here.
Okay, 2:28 left. Clock is running. The ball's on the 48-yard line. 3 yards to go.
If you can get this, it's going to eat more time.
It is.
That's what you need.
Watch Grayson McCoy coming out of the backfield here in the flats on a pass.
Or Kenton maybe rolling out. We'll see here. It's fourth down and 3. They take it, turn. Nope, Kenton keeps it. He's going to try to go wide.
He's got it if he wants it. He got it.
He gets there.
Man, you couldn't fit a pickle between the buns on that sandwich, but he got it.
He got there. He went right to the stick and just barely got it across the 45.
And that's where we're spotting in. We're
to the 44, and that's a first down. Yep. So Kenton got the 3 yards he needed there, and that's a big one.
3 yards and 2 inches. That's what he got.
He stepped out right at the stick, and it's 2:06 to go here in the third quarter.
Fortunately, it was on the sticks were on that sideline he was going to, and that's where you kind of know what you got to get.
You know where you got to go. Yeah. That's right. So first and 10, they'll set the chains now. Kenton will come back out, eye in the backfield. He'll move under center to take the snap here. Snap coming. He'll turn, hand it off this time, just a straight dive.
Yeah, good yards there, just the hard yards as we try to keep chugging here.
Hard 3 there for, I believe that was Johnston.
Yeah, Johnston. Roberts coming in here, so you're going to see. I think what we're setting up, Bub, is we're running that option like we said. Kenton's able to see, hey, is he going to get some yards? If not, I'm going to pull it out and go. Kai Strother coming off there. He's been so good for the Senators tonight as senior. Talk about senior lineman. That's what you have there.
So it'll be second down and about 7 now for the Senators at the Clarksville 42. As Kenton this time will go out of the gun. They set him up back there. High snap. He has to pull it down, and he's going to have a hard time. He was going to lose about 4 or 5, but he was able to get about a yard out of it, but a loss of about 2 on that.
So he take a shot there. He took a shot. I don't know what the play call was there. It was something that was just a little bit of a high snap there from the center and just, it.
Well, new center come in.
Oh, that's right, because Kai came out.
Kai come out.
Oh, my goodness. Didn't even realize that.
I hope that wasn't my son. He's been backing him up. No, it wasn't. He's not out there.
No, I think I see Keller maybe is the one out there.
I think Keller's out there.
He's a good kid. He's
3rd down and 10 now. Kent will go under center here. Eye in the backfield. He'll take it, fakes a handoff, wants to throw. Got time. He's got a guy out there.
Yes!
Grab made by
Grayson McCoy.
Or McCoy with the grab at the 30-yard line. And Grayson has made some phenomenal catches.
I mean, he if I didn't look a little, I think he's like a Wayne Corbett, number 80 for the Jets there. Just a possession receiver, a guy that keeps making not the spectacular play, but just the play you need.
Yeah,
Bubba,
11 yards.
Bubba, that's going to take another 4 minutes off this clock, in theory. So we're going to run one play here.
Yeah, absolutely. Move into the 4th quarter. So new set of downs here, 1st and 10. Kenton will move under center, takes the snap, turns, hands it off.
That's Roberts. He's got a big hole. He's going to go for the
5 touchdowns.
And
Roberts takes it in from 30 yards out and gets the touchdown here. So, kind of wanted to eat that clock, but if you can score, you got to score.
When you play Battleship and you got the chance to take out the Battleship, you go I-9 and you just boom.
That puts us back up 2 scores here. So we'll see what the Senators do.
And they
here.
lost another kid. They just lost another kid. Clarksville there did number 15, Keyshawn Williams, the junior. He's up lame. I hope it's a cramp because he was hobbling on one leg. Okay, yeah, he's getting stretched out. Look to the right side here.
So Roberts with the 30-yard touchdown run. They'll go for 2. Kenton will keep it. He cuts back up. He got it.
He's high stepping into the end zone, and the Senators are going to get a 28-13 lead here with 15.3 left in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, so Roberts with that touchdown run of 30 yards. Kenton tacks on the 2-point conversion, and it's 28-13 as we'll head into the 4th quarter here. 15 seconds on the clock. We'll take a quick break and come back here on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR and West Washington Livestream.
American Family Insurance is a Bedford-based business with a wide variety of insurances that are suited to the customer's needs. There is currently a discount driving program that can help you save money on auto insurance premiums. Contact us at 812-578-3072 or email us at mlong@amfam.com. American Family Insurance. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
No wonder.
All right, back here live, Art Sanders Field. 15 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter, and what a 3rd quarter it's been. The Senators with 3 scores in this quarter. Ethan Roberts getting 2 of those. The last one on a 30-yard run as he puts the Senators up with the 2-point conversion as Kenton took it in 28-13, and the Senators just got to put their defense out here and try to stop 23.
Bubba, how? Well, he's on the sidelines. He was the guy he's got his helmet off.
Yeah, he's got his helmet off.
This is something crazy. I don't know if we got it on the stream here, but Clarksville's guy is so tired. He literally sat there the entire time and didn't move. That was number 2 there. Morgan Capps has played his butt off tonight.
Yeah, he has played well.
He's just so tired. I mean, that's the thing. This Clarksville team's got a lot of fight.
They do.
It would be very interesting, Bubba, if we had a time machine. We talked about if they had not been in the Mid-Southern back when these guys were freshmen and they could play that independent schedule, where would they be now? It's very hard, but,
it's hard being an independent, but, I don't know. They're going to make some noise in their sectional, I believe.
Yeah.
They're in there with Pekin.
They were 20 students shy of being single A, which is what's crazy, when you think about it. And it's a number that you see that a lot of teams have. They've got some athletes. They're just they're paper thin, about like us in a lot of ways.
So Kenton will come back to put the ball back into play here. 15 seconds left on the 3rd quarter clock as he will put it back in play as he'll approach it now. Keep it on the ground probably. No, he kicks it deep.
Kicks it deep. Right there to number 4.
There to number 4. That's a Mural who picks it up, cuts back up the center. He's going to get hit and go down at about the 33-yard line.
And Grayson McCoy joins the mosh pit there.
McCoy, Miller.
Stice looks like
Stice. Yeah, there were several there. Nice job by the coverage on that play.
And that's something, Bubba, let's point that out. Special teams coverage has been really good. It's been we brought up when we were off air about, like, yards, how do you even calculate that? But it's something that's very hard to see in a statistical category because it's so important.
Yep, got to set up your defense here and make a stop. And
you set the momentum. The momentum starts with you. I mean, you look at some bone-jarring hits, or you see, like, you screw up and somebody gets a big run. There's some things here. So centers have to not get anything vertical down the field here. That is something we're going to see. They're going to be extending the field here.
Cummings will come back out. Shotgun
Morgan
formation.
Caps here.
First and 10. They'll turn, hand it off. Bahena, the ball carrier. He gets hit.
J.G. Cruz and Kai, and it looks like
several others
Bradley
there.
Hampton in there.
Yeah, Bradley Hampton up to make the hit. So a gain of maybe a yard. So that'll be the end of the third quarter here from Art Sanders Field. We'll head to the fourth and final quarter, and we'll take another break and hear a word from a sponsor on your home for Senator Sports, WWSR and West Washington Livestream.
Expertise, resources, commitment. At Sullivan Financial, we offer a team approach to financial planning, offering you a broader scope of expertise than you will likely find in any one person. Clients are our main priority, which is why we work to understand your unique circumstances and ultimately create a distinctive plan that provides a roadmap for your financial journey. Located in Mitchell, Indiana, they can be reached at 812-849-2670. That's 812-849-2670.
All right, we head to the fourth quarter of play here, back live at Art Sanders Field. Senators 28, Clarksville 13. The Generals with the ball, second down and 8. Ball spotted right at the 35-yard line of Clarksville as we get this fourth quarter underway. And here's where you gut check time. I know everybody's tired. I know it's been hot, but you just got to stick with it now.
Well, there's one sideline that's got a wave.
They're tired.
And there's one sideline that's tired, but they look at that scoreboard and you get that extra little bit.
A little boost. So Clarksville will come back out. You see Lamar, he's just walking back out there.
He's trying to say, any little bit of energy. That kid is just he's a gamer.
Yep.
Because I guarantee you this is not his first game.
When you give him the ball, it's like a battery. You stick a battery in. He's like the Energizer Bunny out there. Cummings on second down and 8 out of the gun. Snap will come. He'll turn, hand it off Lamar, and there he gets a burst. And he goes off tackle. And picks up about 3 or 4 more yards as he takes it up to the 40-yard line. So third down and 3 now. So a gain on that one of about 4.
Well, congratulations to the Eastern Musketeers. They were victorious tonight, defeating the Crawford County Wolfpack. So for the first time since 2019, they're on the win board. First regular season win in quite a while because that one was in sectional play. So congratulations to them. Update on score, Silver Creek up 14-12 on Salem with 5:04 left in the third quarter.
Snap comes, it's a bad one. Cummings runs into Lamar, and he's going to get sacked as they get through there to get him.
Cummings was looking for a way to flip that to Lamar.
Yeah, Landon Holloway comes through and makes a sack. So he stuffs him back at about the 35-yard line, so a loss of about 6 yards on that.
Yeah, Cummings was looking at that last minute. I was like, oh, my gosh, he's going to flip this to Lamar. But he wasn't able to. He tucked the sack there.
Fourth and about 8 now for the Generals at the 35, their own 35.
You pass it here, right,
Bubba?
Man,
I can't believe they're going for it
here.
Yeah,
they're going.
They about got to pass it.
They have to.
Stice has got to be alert over there.
Yeah.
Snap will come.
Here
Cummings
comes.
Rolls out. He wants to throw.
Get back there, Roberts. Get back there, Roberts.
And he gets it away.
And Jackson Cameron breaks it up. He broke it up.
Complete. That should have been a flag, though.
Yeah.
But I don't think he ran into him on purpose.
No. I think his momentum took him down.
Yeah.
Had it been vertical, straight up and down, but because it was kind of like going straight towards the ground, it was all right. So Jackson with a great play there to break that up.
Yeah, that ball might not have been catchable because it was low, and that's going to give the Senators the ball back in great field position at the Clarksville 35.
As they're rotating some guys out here for the offensive line, so the Senators are able to get in some guys that I've noticed have been kind of like a spot start. Bubba, that's key. If you can get your guys a play or two off on the offensive line,
and
it gives them a puff of air for a couple plays, that's huge.
So the Senators will set up at their Clarksville 35-yard line.
Resetting the play clock there.
Play clock will set. I in the backfield, Hudson Kress, along with Wyatt Johnston back there.
I'd say probably a lot of Hudson and Wyatt here.
Snap will come here to Kenton. He'll take it, turn. He'll keep it himself. He goes around the end. Got some room, and he dances down out about the 25-yard line, so he picks up about 6 yards.
Yeah. All Lundgren manager was ready for that option right there, Bubba. He was ready for Kenton to flip it.
Oh, they gave him about 7 or 8 yards.
Wow. That play was on the sideline there, and he was tiptoeing and managed to make it.
I thought he stepped out
there
at about the 27 or so, but they say he's almost to the 25.
We have a great problem for a single A school. We had a bunch of players in our way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll take that.
Second down and about a yard now, so about a 9-yard pickup.
Oh, man, he's off the – it has to be encroachment.
Oh, we moved.
Yeah. I think so. I think somebody touched somebody.
Yeah, we had a guy move too.
Yeah, but I don't know if he tapped us first, because, man, that guy was right on us like white on rice.
Tyler Miller bounced for us, so I'm not sure what they're going to call.
Encroachment.
Defense. They may have jumped first.
And Bubba, that's what I'm telling you. It was just the body language they did, the way that he approached. If you notice, he came line, he was almost like had to turn around. So here, I think it'll be a run up the middle here on this next one. We see Grayson McCoy in the backfield there. We had him mislabeled as Wyatt Johnson. So it looks like it's Hudson and Grayson there. Some fresh legs. Wyatt's off there to the side, I guess, as a safety if we need to just drop it down to him.
So we'll set up I in the backfield, 1st and 10. Kenton will take the snap, turns, hands it off. It'll go to Johnston.
That's Grayson.
Grayson, yeah, he'll take it. And he goes all the way down inside the 10 to about the 6.
Yeah.
So about a 14-yard pickup or so there.
Yeah, so Wyatt,
Grayson
McCoy, some fresh legs, Bubba, fresh legs. Not, he's made his game today with passing, catching some great routes. So
1st and goal here for the Senators. So 4 downs to get it in as they go to set things up here to try to put some more points on the board.
Yeah, it's the ground and pound. I mean, you're sitting here 10 minutes. You talk about forever, it seems like.
Right. Kenton will go under center. Sets a man in motion. And
that was us.
We had 2 guys moving.
Yeah, we had 2 guys moving.
Yep.
So that does widen it out for us. Now, we've talked about how you give Kenton that chance to pull the ball or pass the ball. We might see one of those pop passes here. Not that, you're going to try to keep the ball on the ground, but if there was ever a time to call it here, this may be it right here.
Yeah, and there comes
Holloway
back in.
Yeah.
So he will come in and replace Miller.
Yeah, and I don't know who – I saw that, Wyatt, I don't know if it was Miller or somebody there who jumped off. When you start to move some parts around, bad things happen sometimes.
So it'll be 1st and goal from about the 11 now. Kenton will take the snap. He'll roll out.
Right there. He's got him all day.
He's got a guy wide open. Catch made, touchdown.
Wyatt Johnston.
He gets it into Johnston.
Wyatt Johnston had his back turned to the play before the ball was even thrown. And he was so wide open, he didn't even realize he was that open. So
another touchdown here for the Senators.
Whoever's on the nearest person to Wyatt was the person down there filming in the end zone.
9:41 to go in the ball game.
And
the Senators go up 34-13.
They are rocking. They are on full tilt here as we go. And they're going to go, I'd say we probably get a quick dive play here, or maybe Grayson to the outside to the left here.
So they'll set up 2-point conversion. They'll take it, pitch it. It'll go to Johnston.
And Grayson reaches and he got
it in. Yep.
Grayson McCoy with that extra effort. So what a run by 33 there. So that brings the Senators up there now up 36-13 with 9:41 here left in the fourth forever quarter here, as we say, because it seems like that. We're going to step aside for a quick little break. Once again, if you'd like to advertise, please contact Mr. Akers and Mr. Russell here at the school, and we can get you on.
Here at WWSR, we have all the hits from the 80s to today, while also rocking out with some of the classics. There are also exclusive interviews with some of the West Washington's head coaches during their seasons, breaking down the best of the upcoming matchups. And there's more programming to come, so stay tuned with WWSR being available on the school website, Alexa, or your favorite device. And for those interested, sponsorship slots are available.
All right, back here live, Art Sanders Field. Senators up 36-13. a 23-point advantage at this point now, and just scoring at will here in the second half. And, you know, we didn't have a whole lot of offense, only 73 yards total offense that first half. And we've come back here. It'll take me forever to add these up, but
I'm going to be in bed before you do. So.
Yeah, probably so. Well, I got to keep some decent stats because I promised the paper that I would write the
article
story for them this week. So look for that. I'll try to.
I appreciate that. Miss Hamilton's really good, and
yeah, she contacted me this week, and I've done a little bit of that with basketball. Because a lot of times it's hard for them to cover everybody.
With 3 teams in the county.
Yeah, and they only really got 2 sports guys, and George usually goes to Eastern, and then Salem's covered there. So,
hey, sometimes you got to toot your own horn.
Do what you got to do. So, want to get those kids that reading material. So we'll set up. Kenton will put it back into play, 36-13, and what a game by Kenton Chase.
I know. He's coming along.
Kick will come. He kicks it deep. It's going to bounce it to 20 and be picked up there by number 4, Murrell. And good hit.
That's good. That's a great
what
play.
A stick there by Hudson Craig.
And there's nothing wrong with that play. You know, he falls out of bounds. That's right in play when he makes it. And
he
then
might have hurt his shoulder.
Yeah.
Man, he put a pop on number 4, Murrell.
He hit that so hard his cousin Roper McFeeder's up here, sending the fans up shoulder hurt.
So knocks him down right there at the 25. So 1st and 10 there for the Generals as they'll come back out here. It's been a tale of 2 halves. It was all Clarksville the first half, all West Washington here in the second.
I wonder, Mr. Akers was bringing up our time of halves. We started the first half at 7 o'clock. It was 8. I think it was 8 o'clock when we went to halftime.
Yeah, about an hour. So they'll come back out. Cummings out of the gun. Snap will come. He wants to throw. He's got time. Throws it out here. Hits number 3 for the grab. And a nice catch there as Kevon Murrell.
I tell you,
that grab.
They are great possession receivers. If they get the ball to them, Bubba, they must play some 7-on-7, which probably do because they really. I know they actually play. We coached about Coach Stern was Clarksville's coach's mentor there, and they play them. You know, we know North Decatur all too well from our
2nd and 5 at the 30. Snap will come.
Oh, look at J.G. Cruz just powering through.
He's got a guy open across the middle. He hits him, and he break it here. Still on his feet. He's got a tackler coming from behind, and now he goes down.
Oh, are they going to get
mask.
Face mask on it? I think that was coming across, and that's going to be hopefully the 5 variety, not the.
That's a face mask.
Yeah. So he's got him as he goes. So we're going to see that coming across.
So the reception good for 22 yards down to the 48 of West Washington.
Well, it was good for about 2 yards. Then he made another 20. So yards after catch, which is
great catch there by number 3 Murrell.
Yeah. The senior there just kind of in space, making it. Which
15-yard variety.
It was the 15-yard variety. So sloppiness happens, especially when you're tired. I mean, even the centers, we talk about that. Yeah, they've gotten that play when nothing was right from the start. JG all the way in the backfield. I thought he was going to get the sack by almost knocking a guy down into the quarterback. But then the middle opened up wide like the Red Sea there, and that's where he went. And then he missed a tackle.
Takes him all the way down to the Senator 33-yard line on the penalty. So snap will come to Cummings. He wants to throw. Going to the end zone. He's got a guy down there.
Zach Stice. He went up tall, which that's all right. He went up tall and
knocked it. That's the way to play it. He played the ball there, and a good job there by Stice.
He got up, so
he knocks it down.
Wow, what a
play by Zach as they tried to get it down the sideline there. They had Caps and Murrell down there.
And, you look at that. Caleb Cummings wishing he had that one back, Bubba.
He just let it sail a little bit.
Yeah.
But Stice has played well out there at the corner tonight.
That group had to grow up a lot last year real quick. And when you see the corners that we've been able to kind of graduate over the years.
8:55 to go here in the fourth quarter, 36-13. Clarksville trying to move it down for another score. 2nd down and 10. Cummings out of the gun.
We're offsides.
Yeah, I believe we got a little. Roberts got a little juicy there.
Roberts was early for class there. Yeah. He brought the donuts. And
5-yard penalty there, so that'll take it down to.
Bub, is that where you think you've figured out the snap count? And is that what that is, or is that just being a little tired.
Well,
What
I think he just jumped the gun, and once he was offside, he
He's
just
offside.
went ahead and played. 2nd down and 5 now, inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 5 for the Generals here. Cummings will go out of the gun. Two backs back there for him.
Yeah, he's got them back there to block for him.
Snap will come, and he drops back, wants to bomb it again, goes down the center. Got a guy there, touchdown. Yep, as he hits
Morgan
number
Capps.
3. Was that 2 or 3?
I think number 2, Morgan Capps there.
It was Capps.
Yep.
Yep, so Capps makes the grab, a 27-yard touchdown reception.
And so they're having to play catch-up, and that's how you play catch-up right there. You get a bomb. You don't spend, I don't know the time on that drive, but it wasn't much.
8:48 to go, and the Clarksville Generals aren't going away here.
No.
36-19.
And they will be kicking the extra point here, trying to make it a 16-point game. Be very, very big for the Senators to stop this right here, Bubba, because they keep it at 17.
So they'll try to kick it. Ball's down, kicks up, and it looks good.
Yep, it's good down there. The ball boy's going to have to go halfway. Hopefully one of those guys on the horse down there don't steal it from him.
So 36-20 after the PAT. And the Generals pull within 16 here with 8:48 to go. We'll take a quick break and hear another word from the sponsor. Your home for Senator Sports, WWSR, and West Washington Livestream.
Here at American Family Insurance, located in Bedford, Indiana, we help our customers all over the state of Indiana by having customizable insurance policies to fit their needs. Whether it is insurance for your car, home, or business, we've got you covered. With licenses in Ohio and Florida as well, we can insure your vacation or rental home. You can also sign up for our discount driving program called Know Your Drive and save up to 10% with the potential to save up to 20% off auto insurance premiums. And let's not forget about your life, as life insurance is the most important policy we offer. Contact Michael Long at mlong@amfam.com or call 812-578-3072. Again, that's 812-578-3072. Michael Long Agency with American Family Insurance. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
All right, back here live, 8:48 to go here in the contest, 36-20. And
Okay, here comes the
Generals.
scrub. It's going to be a kick towards their sideline.
Yeah.
This is the first time, Bubba, they've got it over there, so they're going to go.
We moved guys up this time.
Yeah, we got some. It looks like some hands guys up there this time.
We knew it was coming, so we'll set up onside kick here. They'll approach it, and that's what it'll be.
Dive on it, dive on it, dive on it, dive on it.
And we got down on it.
Yep, that's okay. And it did kick out, but you know what? His first, whoever it was Wyatt Johnson. His first thing was I'm going to put my body on top of it.
We forgot to tell Coach Akers' daughter happy birthday.
Yeah, she's already gone.
She's already gone. Maybe she's
listening there, so yeah.
I can't ever remember her name. I can't remember my name. Allie.
Allie's, how old is she today?
How old is she today?
12. Almost a teenager. But
happy birthday, Allie. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was trying to get, and I forgot all about that, and it just hit me. She was kind enough to bring me up a highlighter earlier because I left my stuff at home because I'm old. She's not as old as I am. Snap comes on first down. We'll hand it off, and a good tackle there by Clarksville as they get penetration and throw us for a loss. About 3-yard loss on that carry.
And that was really the first time in a while we've not seen the line fire off on the ball or get there. Ethan Roberts over here on the sidelines getting a breather, it looks like, is, you're trying to go for those change of pace backs. Right now you're trying, 16-point lead. You're trying to use as much clock as you can, but you're also trying to give your guys a break too because they are a little gassed.
Right, absolutely. So, and we've got some new people in there as well, I believe.
And Bubba, this is a very senior-laden team that's not going to quit. They're not going to quit. They've been in this situation a lot.
2-yard loss, 2nd down 12 for the Senators. Kenton goes out of the gun, snaps high. He'll hand it off to Johnston. He'll try and cut the corner over there. Got the 2 back that we lost and maybe another half yard.
They're saying we're out of bounds over there?
Yeah, so right at the stick, right at the markers. So actually they back it up about a yard.
Yeah, large loss. So this drive definitely not one for the Senators as they're trying to. Holloway's going to limp off there. He's got a little cramp. Or Johnson comes off too as Roberts comes in. So centers are going to have to try to get the ball here. You want to get the ball moving. You want to try to keep moving the ball forward. Even if you got to punt it here, you punt it. You try to punt it. You try to get yourself some yards. Get on the other side of the 50.
Right.
And then if you are going to punt it, then punt it or run another play.
So we'll set up here, 3rd down and a long 10. Kenton out of the gun. He'll roll out, wants to throw. He's got Titan Williams out here. And
Titan with a catch, but he's not.
It hit the ground.
Man. Yeah.
Kenton had to throw it low.
Yeah.
And, Titan tried to come back to it, but just couldn't get there. So 4th down and a long 10.
And they're going to be punting, it looks like here, Bubba, because they're going to. Now, we'll say this is the only thing about this play that I did. That drive did not take a lot of time off the clock. Now, and we know Clarksville can score very quickly, and you don't know when they're going to be ready to go. You don't want to get in. You don't want to get in a shootout with this team.
No, absolutely not. You know, they're just down 2 scores and two extra points, two 2-pointers. So we got to get a good kick.
We got some confusion.
Our defense has got to come out and hold them here.
Okay, personal protectors there. I was trying to figure out we had some guys out of position there. Make sure we have enough guys on the line.
Snap will come, punts away.
Oh, it's off the top of his toe.
Kick. It's going to come down short.
Oh, what a bounce.
And it rolls down inside the 20.
It's going to be right there at the 20-yard line.
That's where they'll spot it. So what looked like not a very good punt ends up being about a 33-yarder.
As you go to kick, you know, if your toe is straight up, and that's where it went. But Kitten's so doggone athletic, it still went a ways, and it hit. And that was one that you don't try to let it hit because that guy could have caught it and gotten something.
Absolutely. So they'll set up 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Generals here, and I'm sure they're not done. Still plenty of time. 7:40.
Yeah, 7:40.
And with them having the big hits, they can score quickly.
So you're trying that. You know, they're going the vertical. You know, they've got Lamar back in the backfield there. So you know he had a whole series off, and they scored on it, Bubba.
Cummings 1st down and 10.
You got to get through the line. You got to get through the line.
They throw it out in the flat.
How's that not a holdover there?
And good for about a 5-yard pickup as they get it out to Caps.
So 75 just grabbed whoever we had right there by the shoulder pads.
5-yard pickup there.
They're going to try, and I don't really know that they can get a hurry up because they're going to be gassed if we can. So we've got to get some penetration here. We got personnel all over the place there.
So snap will come here on 2nd down and 5. Cummings turns, hands it off Lamar, and a good tackle there.
Good tackle. Keeps that clock moving. Keeps that clock moving right now.
As we come up, actually our safety comes up to make the hit, Wyatt Johnston. Or actually that was Grayson McCoy.
Man, Holloway is still hobbling that poor
he's
kid.
Hobbling quite a bit.
And he's a kid. Get off the field, Holloway.
So 3rd down and about 1. So they'll set up here.
It's going to be handoff to Lamar.
Lamar, the ball carrier, got the 1st down and more as he takes it across the 35 to the 36. Picks up 7 yards on the carry, so it'll be 1st and 10.
I'll give him 7 yards all day there rather than a big one. So.
Oh, yeah, just don't want anything to get away from you here. And the clock's in your favor. So they'll set up 1st and 10 at the 36. Cummings out of the gun. Snap comes. He wants to throw. He's got a man open. Makes a grab. And he gets it across the 50 to about
he was already down.
44, and they say the ground caused the fumble there.
Yeah, that was Caps, Morgan Caps there.
Gain of about 12 yards on that reception.
Caps was the only one who thought that was a fumble. Everybody
else had kind of stopped. So Cummings hurrying up again. He'll take the snap here. It'll come. He'll hand it off Lamar, the ball carrier, and he'll dive forward. Gets hit and goes down to about the 40-yard line. Call it the 41.
5:58 left here.
6-yard pickup by Lamar.
West Washington leading 36-20 with 5:53 left here in the 4th quarter. That'll bring up a 2nd and 4 on the 40-yard line.
Cummings out of the gun once again. Lamar behind him back there. Snap will come here on 2nd down. He wants to throw. Got time. He gets it away at the
ball got hit right there. Oh.
Nice catch. He lost it.
He lost it.
But it bounced right back up to him. He makes a grab there at the 30.
And Morgan Caps celebrated there for a second like he did something. Then he is down. He is still down.
15-yard reception.
Yeah. So he's going to come out. He's going to have to come out for at least this play. But it also stopped the clock for the Generals, which made it just as good as a timeout there.
5:32 to go now in the contest.
He kind of pulls like he posed. I don't know. It was like he posed like, oh, I just got that, and then boom, got drilled.
Well, he went up for it. He left his feet, and when he caught it, I think when he come down and the ball bounced back up, it kind of knocked the air out of him. We fell on him, and He's going to walk off, which is a good sign.
And he's the guy that has really hurt us because he's the vertical threat for them.
Yeah, absolutely. So 36-20, 5:32 to go here in the contest. West Washington with a 16-point lead.
So now we're going over here. Look for if we're going for a pass, Murrell's over here on the left side. Although they haven't peppered us too much over here, I think maybe look for him across the middle of the field. So this will start as soon as the official said it, right? Because it was not a. Why is the official moving it to the? All right. 5:32
First and 10 at the 30.
Okay.
So they'll set up 5:32 to go.
And we're going.
Cummings out of the gun, split backs this time in the backfield.
Yeah, lots and lots of protection back there for the quarterback.
He drops back once.
He's running for his life.
He's going to get it away. Got a guy open, makes a grab. Number 4, Murrell makes a catch right there.
Jaden Johnson.
That was Johnson right at the 20-yard line. So another 10 yards.
Yep, he's running for his life, and that's where we gotta. If you get that free release to the quarterback, you know that it's probably going to be under you.
Ball spotted right at the 20, so it'll be 1st and 10.
Really need one of our linebackers to step up here and
Cummings
make a play.
Out of the snap, he'll hand it off. Lamar, the ball carrier, cuts back up the middle, gets tackled.
That's all right.
J.G. Cruz makes a hit on him, and he goes down at about the 16, so a 4-yard pickup.
Oh, somebody's down for us. That looks like Cruz. No, he's up. He's all right. He's not going to let. I'm not going to get out of this play. I'm going to make sure.
So
4:44 left here. It'll be 2nd and 6. There's a lot of time coming off that clock, Bubba. Look at this. They are letting a lot of time.
4:36 to go now and play. Getting called here, 2nd down and 6 at the 16 as Cummins out of the gun, split backs, wants to throw, goes to the end zone. He's got a guy down there out of
bounds.
Zone.
Out of bounds.
Yeah.
And Jackson was covering, and I don't know that he ever got around, so thankfully he didn't touch him there and it was out of bounds.
Worst thing about that, it stops the clock.
Yeah, 4:22. Maybe that's why, Bubba, they took their time getting it in because they knew that it was going to be a high risk or they're going to reward play there.
Ball spotted at the 16, so it'll be 3rd down and 6. And we'll see what the Generals elect to do here as Cummins sets up once again. Lamar behind him in the backfield.
Watch Jaden Johnson
Snap
here.
will come. He'll turn, hand it off. Robert Lamar, he's got a seam in the middle. Got the 1st down and more. He's down inside the 10 to about the 7.
We had about 3 face masks on offense and defense as people were pulled down by it. Ethan Roberts was pulled down. Lamar had his tugged by somebody.
So a 9-yard pickup there. 1st and goal now at the 7. Cummings out of the gun once
Here goes
again.
Lamar. Should be Lamar.
Snap will come. It does, and somebody called a timeout.
Senators got it there.
4:01 to go in the contest. So we'll take another break here. It's Senators 36, Clarksville 20, but the Generals knocking on the door here on your home for Senator Sports, West Washington Livestream and WWSR.
Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to IHSAATV.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
All right, back here live at Sanders Field as we're down to the final 4 minutes here. Clarksville knocking on the door.
They're not giving up, Bubba.
7-yard line. Down 2 scores here, 36-20.
As important as this drive was, I'll tell you the one that was really probably more important was when they scored real quick on that last drive. Gave Lamar a chance to get some air under him. Looking here, 1st and goal from the 7. I think that you're going to see. I'd be amazed if they don't give it to Lamar. I would
think so too.
I'd
throw it to Caps out there. He's got single coverage on the far side.
I mean,
snap will come here on 1st and
Max
goal.
Scouting 2, maybe in the flats.
Out of the shotgun, snap will come. He rolls out, wants to throw. Got some pressure coming, gets it away.
He's out of bounds.
And
man, they're going to count it. Wow.
Say catches it. That was Caps.
Caps on the
7-yard touchdown reception. And Clarksville not going away here.
They're going to go. Are they going to go for 2 here or go for the 1?
So 36-26.
They're staying on the field, Bubba. They're going for 2.
Well, you have to.
Yep, we got
you
to.
don't have any choice. You got to have 2 scores.
That is
with
right.
Two
My math
two-point
is
conversions.
my Milltown Elementary math degree there.
3:52 to go.
We weren't a football school. We were a basketball school.
I got
so.
you.
Although I was the captain of my high school football team and never lost a game.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, we never played a game.
36-26. General's got to go for 2. This is a big stop.
This
here
is a
if
big
you
stop.
can
You're
get
trying to. I think you go. Is man, they're taking eternity to get this play in.
Cummings will set up Lamar behind him.
Yeah.
Snap will come here. 2-point conversion.
There goes Lamar.
He
fell down.
He
fell down.
He slipped and fell.
And that's huge.
75 got through there for us to make that stop, and that was
Clooney.
Caden Clooney.
Yep. Clooney, a guy who I said had kind of been on the .com of a lot of plays tonight. He was right there, and that is just devastating as you see Clarksville just walking back to the sideline there. Wow.
So 36-26, a 10-point game here. 3:52 to go, and here's where you got to cover this onside.
Oh, yeah.
Got to cover it.
Yeah, you've got to. And I'm willing to bet that the special teams down there and Coach Burks and Mr. Matthew Dean have got the right people out on that field for that.
Oh, you have to get your hands guys out there for sure. I'm running out of paper.
Hey, that's, I told you it was going to be a shootout, Bubba. I said it was most likely.
Take me forever to write this story.
A
lot of offense here in the second half as Clarksville comes back to score here. 36-26, and Haynes team out there for the Senators return team as they'll bring out the kicker once again, Eric Ramirez. Pretty much been all onside kicks all night long.
The one kick deep that they did, the little pooch that went to the second level there. You go for it here. I mean, you got to. So you got Jack Armstrong over on that side, Holloway, and I think that's Wyatt Johnson on the far side. Jackson Cameron and then Hudson Cress on that second level there. Those are guys that are real big at the ball. Gets past that first line. You want your fastest guy there to dive on it.
Right, so we'll set up here, 3:52. Ramirez.
I just hate that they're kicking towards their sideline. That's something that just sets up perfectly for them.
So here we go. Big play here if we can cover it.
36-26. Oh, man, they're almost –
they were moving, but they
were.
Get it off right up the middle, and we dive on it. Good job.
Wow,
there.
Good job, Jack Armstrong, right there falling on top of that.
So the Senators cover it right at the 49-yard line of West Washington, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Senators.
A play that will appear on no stat sheet anywhere there, Bubba, but a big play.
Was a big play. Good coverage there by Jack.
Yep. He's excited. He's a kid. Hopefully on Monday gets to run the ball a lot for us and the JV game there.
Yep, 1st and 10, Senators. So you need to come out here and just get a couple first downs.
First downs. You're trying to run the ball. I believe Clarksville's got all 3 timeouts.
We got Roberts back in the game, which is huge for us.
He has ran ragged all over these guys.
Kenton will take it on 1st down under the center. He'll hand it off. Roberts got a seam right up the center, and he picks up about 8 or 9 yards.
Clarksville wanted nothing to do with that. If you notice their pre-snap, they were like having to change some personnel, and they were not ready for Roberts there. As he's kind of getting a little gimp up, he's going to come out. Hudson Crest come in. Hopefully he's cramping there. He's down again.
So a 9-yard pickup there for Ethan, and it'll be 2nd down and 1 at the Clarksville 43-yard line. Roberts, hopefully just a cramp as he's going to get up and walk off. So we just need a 1st down here or 2. We need about 3 first downs to ice this thing away.
As the Eastern with the big win tonight, up 54-0. Salem down 28-12. So they're trying to be the only team in the county to not be winless right now. So with Eastern and West Washington both already having victories here, and hopefully the Senators adding on another one here. So
2nd down and 1 at the Clarksville 43. So Kenton will come out and eye in the backfield.
Yeah, that ball, we're taking it down. It's about 14 seconds. Let's say we'll snap it probably about 5.
So he'll go under center to take the snap once again. Snap will come. He'll turn, hand it off in the backfield, and we get a flag.
We
had a guy bounce.
Yeah,
over
somebody,
there.
the left tackle or guard there
I
was.
believe that's 51 again.
Was that Bradley on that side? Yeah, he was.
He kind of bounced.
He was bounce.
So you can't. That's what you can't have.
Yeah.
Those mental mistakes kill you.
And when you're tired, that's the hardest part. Is when you're so tired.
Moves it back to the 47, so it'll be second down and about 6 now for the Senators.
Senators are trying just to,
Clock running. That's a good thing.
That is with 2:56 left. The Senators are trying just to hand the ball off here, get some yards. Second and 6. That's okay.
Under center once again. Eye in the backfield. He'll take it. Runs into his own man. Now he tries to go wide, and he cuts it back up and got some positive yards out of it as he gains about 3 down to the 44-yard line, where it'll be third down and about 3.
You remember those Scooby-Doo episodes where they used to run through the house, like, and everybody would meet, they'd all go through the different doors and they'd all wind up together or whatever? It's kind of how that play looked there for a second. Nobody knew where they were going.
Yeah, he ran into the back. The back went the wrong side and ran right into Kenton.
But he got going somewhere. So.
Yeah, Kenton was alert and made something out of nothing. So third down and 3. Need a first down here with 2:07 the clock continuing to run.
Yeah.
He'll move under center to take the snap. He does. Turns, hands it off Ethan Roberts, and he gets a first down and more.
Yeah.
As he
What a
takes
play.
it
Ooh.
all the way down to the 35-yard line.
That
so
is
a
it.
gain of about 7 by Roberts.
And the Senators are trying to get a 2-minute drill here where they can.
They'll move the chains. 1:56 now. The
And
clock,
the clock
will
is
start
running.
back. Surprised Clarksville hadn't called a timeout.
And I don't know how many I thought they had at least 2 or 3 left. They have
I think
one
we
left.
got one left.
One
yeah.
left here, so maybe they were saving that for a turnover on our end or something, so they could then use it.
Kenton taking his time here because the clock is running with 1:38. So barring some kind of unforeseen miracle, I think the Senators are going to get a win here.
Yeah.
So Kenton will move under center, first and 10, new set of downs at the 35 of Clarksville. He hands it off to Roberts, and he gets stuffed. Good defensive play there by number 40, Max Scowling. So a loss of 2 on the play, and now a timeout. And that's their last timeout. So loss of 2, second down and 12 with 1:16 to go here in the contest, which surprised they called one there because, now you're about out of time. Even if you give it back to them, we got 2 more plays that we can run. But that does stop the clock, so.
Very true.
I'm sure that was probably his thinking.
Yep, 1:22 left here, 36-26. Senators knocking on the door of a great non-conference win here, Bubba.
This is a big win. Clarksville's a good football team.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they've got some weapons, a lot of offense, and we've done a really good job defensively.
Yeah, that was something that I thought was going to be a
in
big
the third
question.
quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was huge.
And to the credit of the whole platoon of backs there, we had too many guys on the field. Wow. Broke the huddle, but we're
just going to go and kneel down. So Kenton will
Yep.
move under center. He'll take the snap, kneel down. Clock will start.
Yeah. Stop it now. So with 12,
They can't stop it. He can do that 2 more times.
He's asking it. Yep. He asked him to reset the play clock. We got it there. Oh, okay. Now we're stopping the clock. Officials.
They're just going to run the clock out, looks like, and run it down and do a delay of game. And
Oh, yep. And the Senators will take it. 1:20 on the game clock and 40 on the play clock there. So we got that. Yep. So we got that. Always a little hoopla there. You don't want me doing the math on this, how many plays you got to run.
Yeah, well, you got 2 more times that you can kneel down.
Yeah, so 40 seconds left on there. So
I think what they were
griping
about was the play clock.
Yeah, the play clock, and we had a restart, and then we had a Tom Brady, hey, restart again for me, so I don't know.
So now that fires the clock back up.
Yeah.
So you got 23 on the game clock, under a minute now.
You know, Bubba, these are the plays that really worry me because people try to get chippy sometimes. And it's like, you know, you just want to get out of here. It's been a well-played, clean game by both teams. Hard team. I mean.
Got to take the snap here with about 7 or 8 seconds to go on the play clock. Game clock down to 42. Snap will come. He'll kneel down. And that should be it. So that'll be the final. The Senators get a 10-point win here over a good Clarksville squad. They moved to 2-0 on the year. And big game coming next Friday night.
Yeah, we open conference
play.
play.
Conference play with Mitchell coming to town. So should be another good contest and great effort here tonight. I tell you, the second half, it was just a different team. We come out and set the tone offensively, done what we had to do on defense. Kudos to our coaching staff. They done a good job of adjusting and getting us getting us what we needed there in that second half of play for sure. So Senators 36, Clarksville 26. Want to run down our sponsors once again and thank them for all their support. Washington County Community Foundation, Eddie Gilstrap Motors, also Raymond James Financial Services, Lynx Clothing and Shoes, American Family Insurance, Michael Long, agent. Also, we have got Ryan Batt with the United Producers. He's our new one for us. And is that all of them? Did I get them all? Washington County Community Foundation. So thank them for their support as the Senators move to 2-0 on the year. Big victory here. And that's all the time we've got tonight. Final comment from you.
Hey, great team, great win. You know, we start the second season come next week. And this team is starting to, get the right momentum at the right time. We talked about it being one of those briskets that takes a while to marinate. So we got a lot here. It's tasting good. So can't wait for next week. And we're home again. Oh, my card show tomorrow. Hey, come on out if you want to. It's a big time. It's going to be a great time. I know that we'll be there.
Where you at the fairgrounds?
Fairgrounds, 50 vendors, and it'll be from 9 to 2. Come on out if you're a fan of sports cards. And that's Pokemon. Heck, I've even got some Bionic Woman cards if you want to buy those from back in the day. You guys have a great night.
Coach Akers would like to have some of those, I think. So, anyway, that's a big win here. I want to thank you for tuning in with us, and we'll be back next week with a broadcast here at Art Sanders Field again as the Senators welcome in the Mitchell Blue Jackets. So, for Craig Akers, the professor, and Brad Mills, coach over here, this is Bub Abbott. We say God bless you, and we'll send it back over to the booth.